and missing?
We're done with this. I don't know what game this is, and I don't care about it. What is this? I've heard about this.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with the ongoing Peter Pan incident on TikTok, where a 27-year-old woman has been stalking various different Peter Pan character actors at Disney World for the past 10 years. But I've been locked into this case since it first hit my desk earlier this week. Baby Tony 99 is our hound dog in question here, and she rose to fame very recently after posting a video on TikTok of a very uncomfortable interaction she had with a Peter Pan at Disney World. Now, fair warning before I play the clip, I cut the length of it down.
What's happening? I need to know what's happening.
The original video
what is this
was about
tea?
5 minutes or so.
Me, I'm like, what is this tea?
50 seconds.
Hello, Zonder. Hello, Sparkles. Hello, Katie. Hello, Olives. Where have I been? Girl, going through a... Girl, a lot. Okay? A lot. A lot, and I don't want to talk about it. Because I'm going to get chewed out if I talk about it. But just know I'm going through a lot right now. And I'll probably talk about it later. But I'm just going through a lot right now. I'm just going through a lot right now. And it's of my own design. It's of my own design. I'm doing this to myself. Okay? I literally am doing this to myself. So, you know what I mean? But like, I'm going through a lot right now. Okay? I'm just going through a lot right now. It's making it very difficult to want to make fucking content because I'm going through a lot right now. It's mainly mental. I want to make that so abundantly clear. It's mainly mental. But I haven't done anything to like calm the mental, if that makes sense. Like I haven't done what is necessary to be able to calm down the mental. And it's just like, I'm just going through a lot right now. And it's, again, like I said, of my own design. But like, let me go through what I'm going through. Let me just go through what I'm going through. I'm going to alleviate and fix what I need to alleviate and fix. But I'm just going through a lot right now. So I'm just going through a lot right now. But yeah, girl. But I'll just leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. You just got done watching my vlog, period. Love the pool vlog, period. Sad about the Dragonfly. I know, dude. I literally put it on my altar and I woke up the next morning, bitch, and all that was left was the fucking wings. And then I collected all the wings thinking like, oh, okay, like if they left the wings, then like they're done. You know what I mean? Like I'll at least have the wings of the Dragonfly. Girl, they ended up coming back for the wings. They literally took the wings as well. I was like, y'all literally left all 4 wings. I collect all 4 wings. And now y'all want the wings too? Like, the fuck? Did y'all get some buffalo sauce all of a sudden? Like, why the fuck do y'all want the wings? Like, why all of a sudden do we want the wings too? Like, y'all already had the whole ass carcass. Y'all already had the whole ass carcass. The whole ass body. The meat, the bones, the muscle, the organs, bitch. And now you want the fucking wings? The wings?
Just imagine for a second, okay? You're a young man.
The wings. Like,
your daily work cycle consists of
girl, the audacity of these fucking ants. Like, this would never happen if I lived inside the house. This would never happen if I lived inside of 4 walls. I would have a dragonfly right now. But no, the ants decided to eat that shit. They were like, this is ours. We're eating this. This is ours. Circle of life. This is ours.
full speed right for you. Genuinely, there are not enough cigarettes in the world to stop you from flying off the nearest tall building to escape the weekly fate that is Baby Toby 99. She does literally go every
What's up, Lala
day.
Boy? What's up, Hazel Brad? Do you think they ate it because of the chocolate? Maybe, bitch. I think they just ate it because it was a body. And it wasn't like it was dead, but it was still soft. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that thing was fresh. Like, it literally died that afternoon. Like, that bitch was fresh. Like, she probably still has some blood running through her. You know what I mean? Like, she was fresh. So it's like, I really think they were just doing their job as ants, you know, and we're like, we eat dead things. Like, the fuck? Like, this is ours now. So I honestly think that that's what it was, where it was just like, so you're leaving this for us. Like, and then they took it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Logan. Yes, Queen, they devoured that dragonfly. Girl, the ants took it. The ants. The ants, bitch. The ants went chomp chomp. I woke up and that thing was gone. The dragonfly was gone. I literally woke up and it was gone. Let me see if there's any, like, remnants of the fucking, of the wings, girl. Because, like, they left the wings the first time and then they tried to take them. Yeah, see, look. Okay. Yeah, see? Okay, it happened again. Look. Look, look, look. I'll show you. I need to refeed my people, but we haven't really had food like that. Okay. So, as you can see, okay, I put the wings up here. I want to make that abundantly clear. I put the wings up here. Once I found all the wings, because I found 4 wings, I put them all up here, okay? I put them all up here. I put the dragonfly in here, because I was thinking, like, oh, like, it'll be, like, in the candle, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody's gonna go towards the candle. I mean, that's a scent, that's a smell, you know what I mean? Like, things don't really like smells. Let me put it on the candle. I wake up, bitch, there's nothing in here besides 2 wings. I wake up and there's 2 wings in this candle, bitch. And so then I put the wings up here, and as you can see, the ants have tried to move the wings once again. Here's one of them. I don't know what happened to the others, but here's one of them. Where are you? Here's one of them. Okay, up there. And then this one, they dragged over here. And this one is interesting because it has a little, like, blemish on it. I don't know if you can see the blemish. Hold up. There we go. You see that? How it has a little blemish on it? The dragonfly had that blemish on it when it passed. I don't know what that blemish is from, but it's pretty cool. And then, let me see. Is there any other wings, girl? Do you see any more wings? Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, girl, they put one in the cherries. They took one to the cherries, bitch. Look, this is interesting, girl. We're learning what the animals do, okay? So they took one to the cherries, and then they took one to the gems. They took one to the stones. So, yeah, girl. That's that on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, at least they still have all the wings, but they're probably going to take them again. They're probably going to take them again, and I don't know what to do about that, because I want to keep my wings, girl, but they're probably going to take them shits again, so I don't know, girl. They're probably going to take my wings again, but they move them shits around. I got to go pee. Let's go pee. But yeah, they move them shits around. They were like, girl, and they ate the fuck out of that dragonfly. 0 remnants of the dragonfly, girl. Like, I literally, like, I can't find a single piece of the dragonfly body. Like, they ate that shit. That shit was consumed. Ooh. Ooh.
but I haven't done the full video, nor have I seen the full video,
Okay.
so I can't comment too much on it. But if you do have the full clip, send it my way. Otherwise, that's kind of where we're at with this. I don't really see it getting too much deeper.
I missed all of the tea. Okay, we gotta go back.
It is still up on her TikTok. It is also a very difficult watch. It's very hard to watch, but the rest of the clips that I have for you today aren't much better, so sorry in advance for those, yes.
Hopefully they never go chomp chomp on you. No, literally. I literally thought you were putting the dragonfly on the altar for the spirits. Oh, I mean, I guess that would have been. But no, I mean, no. When I give them, like, creatures and stuff, it's like they're already dead. And they tend to be, like, dry by that point. And, like right now, I think I have 2 June beetles. Although I think one of them isn't there anymore. Because I don't see it. So I need to go check on that right now. But I do have I should have 2 June beetles up there. And then I had the dragonfly, but now we don't. But yeah. Your baby puppy also likes to torment insects and Silky sad to watch tea. I know, right? The wings are cool. I'm not gonna do anything with the wings. I mean, they're just on the altar. Like, I just keep them on the altar, you know what I mean? Like, when I think of June beetles, I think of good luck. When I think of, like, cherries, I think of love, like, sensuality, sex. When I think of the reason I have candies and, like, junk food up there is because I don't know, I'm thinking about, like, fun, you know, good food, you know what I mean? A sweetness to life, you know? And then the wings, I mean, I feel like are pretty self-explanatory, where it's like, spread your wings, you know, fly, you know what I mean? Be who you want to be, you know? But yeah. So it's like each thing that I offer has a reason why I'm offering it, you know what I mean? Like, there's an intention as to why it is I'm offering it.
First love was a lost boy, or various different clips of them just crawling around together, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff that you would expect from someone who is posting about their longtime partner and not a grown man dressed up as a child.
What do you mean it was a complicated number?
Who was quite literally being
What do you mean?
to be nice to you and let you go on for as long as you want. She also posts videos of herself waiting to chase.
Gold Fleur is the high fashion, right? High fashion, right? High end. Oh, high end. There we go. Sorry. Gold Fleur is the high end clothing brand made by Tyler the Creator. He recently announced that he was retiring Gold Fleur, and Gold Fleur is no more. They're not doing anything with Gold Fleur anymore. They're not going to come out with new products, and they're trying to sell everything pretty much. So kind of like what he did with Odd Future when he got rid of Odd Future. And then he got rid of, you know, Wolfgang killed them all and all that. But yeah, so he's pretty much saying that he's stepping away from Gold Fleur and he's not doing Gold Fleur anymore. And because of that, everything is on sale right now, and it's like a crazy sale. Like, everything's like half off or less. And that's why I made a joke being like, can somebody spare me 10 grand? Because, like, everything's on sale, and, like, that's so sexy, but, like, everything is still, like, $200, $300. But, like, everything's on sale, you know what I mean? Instead of it being, like, $1,000+ now it's, like, 100 something. And then some of the things are actually really cheap. Like, he had pins for, like, $40, and now they're $7. Okay, he had like little like gold enamel pins or whatever for like $40. I saw another brooch for like 50 or 60, and right now they're $7. And then he also had nail polish for I think the nail polish was like 25, and right now same thing, I think it's like $7. And then the wallets I think are 15 right now, when they're originally like 60 to 80 or some stupid shit. Like, I saw a jacket that originally went for like, I think it was like 1,000 something, and now it's going for like 500, 400. So like, if you were rich, these are amazing deals, girl. You know what I mean? Like, if I was rich, like, if I was, like, one of those rich YouTubers, bitch, that live, like, in a penthouse and shit, or, actually, I would never live in a penthouse. Let's reel it back. I wouldn't live in a penthouse. Let's be so fucking real right now. Because I would want to save my money. You know what I mean? Like, in the rent sense of things, like, I would want the cheapest rent I could possibly get, so that way then I can spend more money on stupid shit. You know what I mean? But anyways, but you know what I mean? But if I was like one of those rich YouTubers that had fucking income like that, like if I was like a Jake Weber where I could just fucking swipe my card whenever, if I was rich like that, if I was like an Emma Chamberlain bitch, if I had a whole fucking, like if I had a whole fucking like enterprise, oh my god, enterprise, oh my god, why can I not say that word right now? Enterprise, thank you. If I had an entire enterprise the way that fucking Emma Chamberlain did, bitch, like, I would be going crazy right now on the Fleur website. Like, I would be going fucking insane on the Fleur website right now. Like, I would be going fucking insane, bro. Like, I would be going insane. Like, I would be going fucking loco mode. Like, I would probably buy the whole fucking website. Like, if I had Trisha Paytas money, if I had Emma Chamberlain money, if I had fucking money like that, bitch, yeah, babe, the whole fucking website would be in my house right now. Like, expedited shipping, honey buns. Like, that shit is gonna be here tomorrow. Like, I swear to God, like, oh my god, girl, like, yes, no, like, if I had income like that to just fucking, like, woo, I would be buying everything off that motherfucking website, bitch, everything, add to cart, everything, add to cart, every color of the wallet, every color of everything, bitch, give me everything, I want everything, I want it all, give it to me in the absolute biggest size that you carry, and give me that shit, you know what I mean, like, give it to, and if the highest that they go is XL, fuck it. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll take it to a seamstress. I'm fucking rich. I'll take it to a fucking seamstress and I'll make it my size. I don't give a fuck. Like, I would be buying everything. I would be going crazy right now. I would be going like, if I was rich like Emma Chamberlain, the live today would be us shopping on the Fleur website. That would be the live today, bitch. It would be me shopping on the Fleur website. That would be today's live. It would be me doing that, okay? That's what today would be. If I was fucking rich as shit, that's what today would be right now. I would be going fucking berserk on that fucking website right now. Ugh. I'm in San Diego, babe, so yeah, pretty much. And I don't live in it. It's just my bedroom. Oh, baby, no, it's okay. I don't need anything from the Fleur website. Trust. Like, I like, everything's super cool or whatever, but, like, I don't need anything. You know what I mean? I remember I used to have a Fleur necklace, and it had a little bee charm at the end of it. And I had it for years, and I still technically have it. It's just not in my possession anymore. Now it's in my dad's possession, because when I was going through psychosis, I made him a bracelet that said, like, Bloom or something like that, because I wanted to, like, I don't know, bro, I was going through psychosis. So, like, I was just trying to, like, help, I guess. And I ended up attaching the little bee to it because I also thought I was going to die soon. Like, when I was going through psychosis, I kept thinking I was going to die. So, I also gave him the little bee charm just in case if I do die, he at least has something very, like, valuable to me. You know what I mean? So, I gave him a bracelet with that little bee on it. And I'm pretty sure he still has it because, like, he makes sure to take care of everything. You know what I mean? Like, he really does take care of everything. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? So I do have a Fleur thing. It's just, it's not in my possession anymore. But I do have it in the ether. You know what I mean? My dad is in possession of it right now. My dad is in ownership of it right now. But yeah. Oh, girl. But I would be going crazy on that website right now. Oh yeah, but then he ended up being a creep, so then I didn't care anymore. Because once I learned that he ended up being a creep later on in the night, I ended up not giving a fuck anymore. I know, yeah. Not all of it costs thousands of dollars. Not all of it. Like I said, he has like pins for like 15, 7, things like that. He has nail polish, same thing for like 7 or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's technically like higher end or whatever the fuck. If anything, I'm most interested in the perfume. And now that it's like, dude, it's literally half off. And like part of me, like if it's still on sale around my birthday, I would want that to be like a joint gift that my family gives me or something. Because I've always wanted that perfume. So I would low-key want that to be like a joint gift or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe like my aunt and my cousin and my other cousin can all put in like $30 and they can get me the, you know what I mean? They can get me the Tyler the Creator perfume. I don't know. Like that would be cool. You know what I mean? If y'all could come together and give me that perfume, that would be kind of sexy. Because I don't have any like fucking fancy ass perfumes like that, girl. Like I don't got no name brand perfumes like that. So that would be my very first high end perfume. You know what I mean? But yeah, girl. So I don't know. Oh, love that fucking website. I remember back when he had the Odd Future website, bitch. I think I bought a mystery box from it, but I don't know what happened to my T-shirt. It was a gray T-shirt with the donuts, and I don't know what happened to it. I wish I knew what happened to it, but I have no idea what happened to it. What's up, Jazzy? You haven't missed much, baby. My birthday's on December 23rd. Yes, he has a perfume called French Waltz. I think it's supposed to smell like vanilla and flowers, question mark. I am not 100,000% sure. Or maybe it's oranges. Oh God, I don't remember. It came out years ago. That's why I don't remember. Like, I just remember hearing about it when it came out and then thinking to myself, I don't have money. And then like never looking at it again. You know what I mean? So, I literally saw it when it came out and then I was like, cool, it's expensive. And then like didn't, and then never looked at it ever again. Okay. Let's see what it is. Cause he probably made a fucking commercial for it. So it'll probably have like the notes and shit on it. Waltz. Yeah, girl, this perfume came out 4 years ago. Do you think this was around the time Call Me If You Get Lost came out? Damn, so many years have passed, bro. Like, this is so crazy. I'm having like a moment right now. I was in such a different headspace during Call Me If You Get Lost, man. Like such a different headspace during Call Me If You Get Lost. It looks like grapes. It looks like grapes, grapefruit. That's what they had in the basket. So I'm assuming that those are the notes. Let me see. Like, do they have the notes? French Waltz is dozing off in a garden, using the sun as a towel to dry off on the leftover beads of lake water. The smell of damp jasmine petals sails in the air, while hints of the mandarin and magnolia amplifies luminous sandalwood. Sweet yet floral French Waltz is a rose musk made for everyone. What do you mean rose? What do you mean rose? I was so sold until you said rose musk. What do you mean rose musk? What do you mean rose musk? I don't... That is like putting off alarm bells in my head. Because what do you mean rose musk? Because I was down with the jasmine. I was down with the magnolia. I was okay with the sandalwood. I'm fucking with the mandarin. I'm fucking with the sweet yet floral. But then they have to fucking fuck it up by saying French Waltz is a rose musk made for everyone. What do you mean rose? What do you mean rose? Does it smell like rose like that? Or is it just like a little like some like, or is it fucking rose? Because if it's fucking, like, I know I read all those other things. Like, I know I read all those other things. And none of it said rose. But at the very end, you say rose musk. So now I'm scared. Now I am scared. What's new? Not much, baby girl. Not much. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not much is new. I'm doing pretty good. Just living the vida loca, you know, just living life, breathing air. No, baby, I have not heard back from no jobs. The fuck? No. It's literally a dead zone out there. Yeah, 200 at JCPenney, but right now it's only 100 on the Golf Fleur website. On Golf Fleur, everything is on sale. So the perfume, like the highest milliliter, right? The highest, right? Fluid ounces? The highest bit that you could get for the perfume or whatever, like the highest amount, the highest volume, whatever, bitch. The highest amount of perfume that you could get, like as in like the most amount of perfume that you can get. It's only $100 right now. Like it's on sale on the Golf Fleur website. It's only $100 right now. So they got that shit half off, baby. They got that shit half off. So don't get that shit at JCPenney. If you're interested in getting the Golf Fleur perfume, bitch, do not get that shit at JCPenney. Just go to the Golf Fleur website. They got that shit for Hondo. Whimsy goth? I mean, I don't claim goth because I don't listen to any goth music. I don't listen to any goth music. I haven't watched any goth movies. I don't watch any goth television. Like, I haven't watched I've watched Twitches. No, Charmed. I haven't watched Charmed. I haven't watched that one movie with the girls and the witches and the Craft. I haven't watched The Craft. I think I might have watched Girl Interrupted, but I don't think I finished it. Like, I don't have any of, like, the goth, like media culture under my belt. So I do not feel comfortable calling myself goth or considering myself goth. I consider myself like a gay like a gay fairy emo, you know, like a gay bubbly emo, you know. I'm like a gay bubbly emo, you know. I'm like a gay bubbly emo, I feel like, because I do listen to emo music. Have I watched emo movies? I guess I haven't really watched emo movies. Maybe some emo media, question mark, but not really, but kind of, sort of, but not really. Yeah, sort of. Yes and no. But it's mainly the music. Like, I mainly fucks with the music. And I fucks with the vibe. I fucks with the look. You know. I like black lipstick, you know what I mean? I like a smoky eye. You know. With me, it's more, I guess, the aesthetics. I like the aesthetics more. I'm like a Trisha Paytas. Like, when you think of me, just think of Trisha Paytas. In the sense of, like, the bitch just likes to dress up. Like, that's low-key where I'm at. Like, I just like to dress up. And I do have certain looks that I prefer over others. But at the end of the day, I'm just dressing up everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm playing dress up. Like, it's like, it has to do with the theme, or it has to do with, like, vibe. You know what I mean? Like, obviously everybody dresses for a vibe. Like, obviously if you're gonna go to the beach, you dress for the beach, obviously, duh. Like, if you go to the club, you dress for the club, duh. But it's like, I feel like people have like a very set look that they go for. So it's like, even though, yes, they are doing different outfits for the different places that they're going, it's still gonna be that same variation of outfit everywhere they go. Does that make sense? So in other words, it's like, someone that has like a very set style, I feel like it will translate in everything that they wear. Does that make sense? So it's like, if you're going to the beach with the same chick like 3 times out of the week, all of her bathing suits, if she has a very specific style, all of her bathing suits will fit that style. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, if she's like very predominantly goth, a lot of, if not all of her bathing suits will be predominantly goth. Like, they'll have like the webs, or they'll like be more spiky, or they'll like, you know what, they'll have some lace somewhere or some mesh somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, it'll have that goth vibe to it, you know? And like, same thing with like more like a simplistic look, like the chicks that, you know, like, if we're being super stereotypy, like the bitches that love like Starbucks and shit, their bathing suits or bikinis or whatever, same thing. Like, it's like, while yes, we are going to the beach 3 times out of the week, each fucking bathing suit that they wear corresponds with the vibe that they're trying to push, you know what I mean, to that aesthetic that they like or whatever. With me, I can't say the same for me, because it's different every time that I go. Like, it's like, some days I look like the girl that's like, you know, is super loud and like likes really bright colors and wants to be seen on the beach. And then other times, like, I'll be wearing, like, a t-shirt and shorts because I have nothing else. And then it's like, now I'm being perceived as the girl that wants to be hidden on the beach and doesn't want to be seen on the beach. And then there's other times where I wear more darker colors to the beach. And then it's like, again, like, that will give off the vibe of, like, oh, like, maybe the bitch is, like, emo or goth, or maybe she just likes the color black. And then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, each one is different. And same thing goes for the club. Like, the girls tend to have, like, a very... or people in general just tend to have like a very specific look that they like or that they go for, you know, like jeans and a crop, or like a very specific type of dress, or, you know, very specific things. But like, again, it all coincides with each other. Like, it makes sense. Like, it's all Forever 21 vibes, or it's all Hot Topic vibes, or it's all like a certain type of vibe. With me, I feel like it's not that. Like, I feel like it's like different bitch every time that steps out of the house. Like, it's a different bitch every time when I step out of the house. Like, she's different every single time. Like, it's just like, you wouldn't be able to deduce my style off of like a couple encounters out and about. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you would be able to deduce my style by just like seeing me out in the street and stuff, because I honestly feel like if people were to see me constantly and like just bump with me on the street or whatever, and like I'm like a constant figure that they see, and they get to see me in my different outfits and stuff, I honestly think a person would just be like I think a person would be like, what does this bitch's closet look like? Like, what does it look like? Because like, there's some days when I see her and it's giving like Y2K emo with like a hint of like modern. And then there's other times you see me and it looks like a fucking clown threw up on me. And then there's other times you see me and I just look stinky and dirty. You know what I mean? Then there's like other times you see me and it's like I look more like fresh and like boho. And then there's like, you know what I mean? Like, then there's other times where I look more hippie. Other times where I look more stoner. Other times where I look like a fucking tweaker. Other times, you know what I mean? So it's just like girly, not girly, like emo, not emo, you know, colorful, not colorful, you know. I feel like I am the perfect in between, or like I feel like I am that picture of the colorful house and the black house. I am literally that picture. I am the picture of that pink and purple, and I don't even know what the fuck other colors they had on it. I'm the picture of that house next to the fucking black house. Like, I'm literally, that is me, bitch. That right there is me. Like, if I had to describe me in a picture, it'd be that. It'd be those two houses living next to each other. The Y2K Coach bag's on trend right now. I don't have an opinion on it, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more of a Juicy Couture girl, you know, on some real shit. Like, I'm just more of a Juicy Couture girl. I'm just more of a Juicy Couture girl. Like, I don't really care for Coach. I've already done a purse video, my love. I did a purse video like a year ago, I want to say. And it's like almost 50 minutes long, and it shows every single purse that I own pretty much. I think I'm only missing one purse in that video, and it's like a crochet purse that my cousin gave me that I fucking misplaced and I have yet to find again. What's up, Bugs? What is up, my beautiful campers? What's up, Jimena? What's up, Nell? I may or may not do tarot this week. I may or may not, my love. Depends on your mood / style. It fits into every aesthetic. I do the same tea. I do low-key own clothes from every aesthetic because I like every aesthetic. Like, it just like, what I like, I buy. Or I guess technically not buy. I get it sent to me. But what I like, you know what I mean? But like, what I like is what I pick out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then same thing goes for like whenever I go to Didi's and stuff. Like, it's just like whatever calls to me, you know? Sometimes the shirt is real grandma too. Like, sometimes I look like a fucking grandma. Like, it just kind of depends on the day. Yes, I can't stick to one style. I love switching it up depending on the mood. Exactly. Okay. Would you date a poly-partnered bi femme presenting white man? No. And the only thing that is a no in this is the poly-partnered. Everything else, I'd be okay with. Everything else I would be okay with. I don't give a fuck about the rest. But the poly and the partnered, that is, I'm so sorry, but I don't roll that way. I don't, no. No. What do you mean? What do you mean your orifices have been and around another human being in the last 24 hours? Absolutely the fuck not. No. 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 What do you mean you bought lunch/dinner for a different bitch that's not me today? Absolutely the fuck not. What do you mean you gave someone else your time and attention? Absolutely the fuck not. What are we talking about? No. If that person is not your family or your friends, absolutely the fuck not. Like, what do you mean you have another human being that you are romantic with? Like that, like, no. 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 Absolutely not. I'm so sorry. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Just as much as people can be non-monogamous, there's people out there that want to be monogamous, and I'm one of those people. I want to be monogamous. Like, I don't want to feel at any point in my relationship like I'm in a competition with someone else. Like, I do not want to feel that to any capacity of the word. So, yeah, no. Absolutely not. What's up, Terracotta? What's up, baby? Oh, the orange is the new black, period. Where do I get my inspiration when it comes to my fashion? Honestly, like I said, it's like, I just see it as like a puzzle. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of, I really take off after the, like, maximalism girls that are on Instagram. The one that I can think of immediately is, fuck, what is her name? She's pregnant right now, and she's gonna have a baby. And she's, like, super maximalist. I think her name is, like, Lo-Fi, or, oh, I don't remember her name, and I think it starts with an L. But, like, she's, like, one of the, like, very, very popular maximalism girls on, Instagram. And I really do take after her a lot in the sense of just, like, how she combines, like, colors and shapes and patterns and stuff. Like, I aspire to be able to do it as well as she does it. And another person that I take off after is, I think her name is Jessie Jones, ? And she's also, like, another maximalism, like, fashion influencer or whatever the fuck. And, she kind of inspires me on the more, like, eccentric side of things, because she's, like, eccentric about it, you know what I mean? Like, Lo-Fi Dump, or whatever the fuck her name is. I forget what the fuck her name is, but it's, like, some weird-ass fucking name. But that chick, she's not really eccentric in my eyes. She's more, like, organized chaos, if that makes sense. Like, the Lo-Fi chick with the big-ass glasses, she's more of, like, yeah, she's more like organized chaos. Like, yes, it's chaotic and there's, like, colors and shapes and everything, but it's organized and it makes sense, and, like, none of it looks gaudy to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, none of it looks gaudy, none of it looks, like, chuggy, none of it looks, like, off-putting, you know? None of it looks odd, you know, when she puts it on. Like, it all is very cohesive and it makes sense. So even though it's chaos, it makes sense. Jessie, on the other hand, Jessie Jones, I think is her name. I think what her name is, or Jessie Jordan or something like that. Jessie something. With her, she's more of, like, eccentric, chuggy, campy. Like, you will not immediately fuck with it, but the more you stare at it, you will fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's more of, like, her fashion sense, where it's, like, it's just out of the box thinking. Like, I mean, like, the bitch literally goes to craft stores and, like, literally buys, like, craft flowers and, like, craft birds and stuff, and, like, makes hats out of them and shit. You know what I mean? And, like, and she'll, like, buy things meant for, like, decor, and she'll wear them as clothes, you know? And, like, and I love that. I love the ability to see something and see something else in it. Like, I am always fascinated by that. I love that. Like, I am so fascinated by that idea, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of the other huge reasons why I love Josh from the Mythical Kitchen or whatever, because he cooks like that, where it's like he breaks it down, you know what I mean? And like he finds things inside of things, if that makes sense. Like one of my favorite fucking series that he has on the Mythical Kitchen channel is when he looks at a piece of food, like for example, like he'll look at Fritos or something, and he has to make like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like he has to make like a burger out of it or some shit, and he'll like look into the components of the Fritos, like he'll look at the ingredients, and then he'll like deduce what to do with it, if that makes it, like, in other words, so like, in other words, like, it's like if he has like an ingredient, right, that is predominantly flour, right, he'll be like, okay, so like this, I can probably use it for the bread, or I can use it as like a roux, or I can use it as this, or I can use it as that. Like he'll find quirky, interesting ways to use the ingredient that's in front of him. And so I love that. Like I just love being able to see shit and shit. And that's something that Jessie can do, is that she can see shit and shit. You know what I mean? Like, she's the type that, like, will literally see a plastic cup and think to herself, like, oh, I can just cut this into, like, 3 pieces and now I got bangles. You know what I mean? Like, she's, like, one of those. So it's, like, I take so much inspiration from her in the sense of just, like, kind of, like, going outside the box and, like, feeling more comfortable and, like, just having fun accessories and stuff. And I do have a lot of fun accessories. I just never really wear them because I don't have like the time and place to really wear them, to like have like a fun eccentric outfit and stuff. But I was really doing the fun eccentricness when I was going through psychosis and stuff, like in the sense of like none of it made sense and it was just like a crazy outfit to look at. I was doing that a lot during psychosis, like a lot, and especially during like the come down of psychosis, I was doing that a lot. But now I'm more like, I guess I'm more of like the dump girly, because she's just more cohesive, you know what I mean? Like, it's just more cohesive. It is chaotic, but it's cohesive, you know? Where do you get your inspiration when it comes to your fashion? Because it eats down. Oh, thank you, bitch. But it would low-key be sexy dating someone femme presenting. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't know. It's like, okay. Okay. How do I say this without sounding, because it's gonna sound insensitive, but I don't mean it. Like, I need you guys to understand where I'm coming from. Like, I need you to, like, we need to open up our brains a little bit, and you need to, like, because your brain is gonna automatically want to go to a certain spot, and I'm telling you not to go to that spot, because that's not the spot that we're trying to go to, okay? Yes, I could date a femme presenting man. Yes, I could. But they would need to not look sloppy, I guess. You know, like sloppy, fugly, but not like in like, I'm not talking about like physicality or face or anything like, I'm not talking about anything like that. I mean, in like, in other words, it's like they can't have a bad fashion sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that goes for anybody. Like, that goes for literally anybody that I date. And like, I mean that wholeheartedly and genuinely. Like, I cannot date a woman that doesn't know how to dress. I cannot date a man that doesn't know how to dress. I cannot date a man that is femme presenting that doesn't know how to dress. I cannot date a woman that is male presenting that doesn't know how to dress. Like, I cannot date a human being that does not know how to fucking dress. That is like I just can't. Okay, I just can't. So yes, I can date a femme presenting man, but like, baby girl just can't look like do you understand? Like, she just can't, like why are we wearing like, I'm trying to think of like a fashion faux pas. Like, why are we wearing like fat girl floral with like a jean skirt and like tennis shoes? You know, like, why are we doing that? Why are we dressing like that? You know, like, why do we have slacks on with like a loud multicolored top, and then like a gray vest over it, and then like the ugliest shoes you've ever seen in your life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and that goes for literally anybody, but it's specifically that. Like, it's like, you just can't. No. Like, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're not, no. No. Like, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, if I was dating like a fat dude and he came to me and he was like, hey, baby girl, I feel like I'm femme presenting. I feel like I want to start presenting more femininely. You know what I mean? I want to find my voice in the feminine world. I'd be like, okay, T. But then if my beautiful fat partner comes to me wearing a plume top, babe, yeah, babe, I'm gonna have something to say. Like, I understand that we want to, like, you know, find ourselves, but can we skip this? Because, like, no. You know what I mean? Can we skip that? Fat girl to fat girl. Can we skip that? Can we skip the plume tops, please? Can we just skip right past it? Can we just skip right past it? Please. Can we skip right past the vest? Can we just skip right past certain things that we do when we are looking for ourselves? Can we just skip those? You know what I mean? Like, can we just skip those? Please. Like, can we, like, skip forward to, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, good clothes. Like, can we skip forward to good clothes? Please. Can we just skip forward to good clothes? I want to skip forward to good clothes. That's, like, the main thing. I just want to skip forward to good clothes. That's it. Like, skip forward to good clothes. And, like, that's about it. Like, just skip forward to good clothes. Like, a decent fashion sense. Like, just skip forward to, like, a decent fashion sense. Like, I'm not even saying you gotta dress all crazy, but it's just, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, we can dress basic, but not have to, like, we just don't have to do the plume tops. Like, that's not, like, we just don't have to do the plume tops. We don't gotta do the fucking button downs. We don't gotta do the fucking, like, we don't have to do, like, the unnecessary maxi dresses that, like, ain't nobody really like wearing. Let's be so dead ass right now. I ain't never felt at 100 in a maxi dress. They're cute dresses or whatever, but it's not an everyday dress. Let's be so for real right now. The maxi dress is meant for the beach. It's meant for air. It's meant for, you know what I mean? Like, it's meant for, like, certain occasions. And I just feel like it gets worn to death. And I just wish we could skip that. That's it. I just wish we could skip that. You know? That's it. You always compare yourself to other girls and I'm not even in a relationship. I hate it. Oh my goodness. Fashion as well for years. Period. Yes, okay. Yes. You have to be sexy and hot, not sloppy. No, literally. No, literally. Because what are you doing at 28 wearing a floral dress with cardigans and scarves? Exactly. Literally. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, can we like skip to when you have a personality and like you like don't feel like this like pressure to have to like, I guess, like fit in a certain look, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because everybody goes through that, you know what I mean? Even cisgendered people go through that, where it's like they feel like they have to fit like a very specific look, you know what I mean? And I just feel like everybody needs to wake up and understand that there's not one specific look, you know, for like anything for that matter. Like there's not one specific, like, girl, there is not one specific woman and there is not one specific man. And I just feel like something that I have noticed when it comes to people figuring out their gender, they always go for the like default look in the beginning. And I don't know what that means, because I think bisexuals do it too, you know what I mean? Like we do it too. Like every single sexuality goes through like a look. Like, I mean, remember, I was fucking psycho about it, where I was like, I need to start wearing fake septums, I need to start like doing crazy shit so that way then I can be, you know, easily identified as a bisexual. And that is just so, like, that is such a fucking unhealthy way of thinking, because it's like, there is not one way that a bisexual looks. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I am chasing after something that is quite literally untangible because it doesn't fucking exist. Like, yes, there's stereotypes, you know, like you can follow stereotypes, but at the end of the day, that is not the definitive bisexual. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that is not the baseline bisexual. That is not the fucking, that is what you know what I mean? So it's like, and it goes for all of, like, every single one, where it's just like, I just don't understand why in the beginning of our journeys, because again, like I said, like I even fucking did it, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand why in the beginning of our journeys we always feel this like pressure to, I guess, conform to what we believe society has deemed as the moniker of whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like something that really needs to be talked about in the community is that it's kind of like breaking down that idea and like stop perpetuating that idea. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like why are people not, like, I guess, guiding their fellow trans women? Like, why aren't us as women guiding our fellow trans women to, like, genuinely find their voice, you know? Like, why do we allow, or I guess allow is such a strong word, but you know what I mean? Like, why do we keep perpetuating the idea that it's like, I don't know, do you understand what I'm saying? That it's like that you have to do like the base thing first before you can like go and search and actually see who you actually, you know what I mean? Like, why are we always starting off with the maxi skirts and the vests and the button down? Like, why are we always, like, why aren't we making it clear to our loved ones and the people that we love and like our fellow trans, maybe, like, why are we not making it clear to them that it's like, hey baby, like, you can, like, you don't have to do the maxi skirts. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, you don't have to do the maxi skirts. Like you don't have to do the maxi, or then it's also like that whole meme of like femboys, like how they always start off with the cat costume or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just like, why are we, like, I just don't understand why we're perpetuating that idea. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, because then I feel like it kind of feeds into that idea of like, oh, like, am I? Because, like, I mean, I didn't go through that phase, so like, am I, like, you know what I mean? Because I know that happened with me, where I was like, I didn't go through that phase that people always say that bisexuals went through, so am I actually bisexual? And I feel like it makes things more convoluted when you're younger than it's necessary. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like it makes things more convoluted than necessary. Like, I just feel like there needs to be a discussion of like I guess letting go of fear a little bit earlier on in any journey that you're going through, you know? And that goes for everything. Like, that also goes for like career. That also goes for like, that goes for literally everything. Like, that goes for friendship. Like, that goes for everything. where it's just like, there's not one right way to do it, and there's so many other ways, and it's like, look at all the options before you start, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Before you start, like, buying stuff and getting stuff and, like, I don't know, like, just look at everything. Because it's like, because another thing that I always hear is that it's like, oh, like, I wish I would have, like, got the things that I actually wanted when I first, like, started, because then I would have all those things right now, you know? So it's like, I just feel like we need to, like, I don't know, girl, like, make it more normalized to, like, I guess, like, slow down. We don't gotta do everything right the fuck away. Like, you're figuring yourself out, and that's what it is. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, you're figuring yourself out. And I just feel like we gotta slow down. Like, figure out what you really love. Like, go to the store and try on everything, you know? Like, don't just try on what you think you'll like. Like, try on others. Like, you're working with something that it's like, you don't have to put yourself in the box that you've been putting yourself in for years anymore. Like, now you can, like, really spread your wings. So it's like, just spread your wings, you know? Like, just really, really spread your wings. And, like, I don't know, like, go to the store and try things on and, like, but then again, I say that, and then I have to remember that society is just dog shit. And there's so many women and men that can't fucking do that, because then they go to the store and they try to try on all the clothes, and then there's fucking assholes with fucking red hats being like, you're not allowed in here. You're not allowed to try that on. You're not allowed to do. So then it's just like, I don't know, bitch. I just wish we lived in utopia. Like, it's just like, this conversation literally just, like, every single time we have this conversation, it just boils down to, I wish we lived in fucking utopia. Like, I literally wish we lived in utopia. I wish we lived in a world where people could literally just do whatever the fuck they want to do at their own pace, at their own time, without feeling like society is breathing down their fucking neck. Like, I just wish we could do shit without feeling like society is breathing down our neck. And it's like, and I understand that that's something that every single person has to go through. Like, I understand that that's something that every single, like, human being has to deal with, which is, like, the idea of perception and, like, being perceived, and whether you care how you're being perceived or not. And I understand that that's literally, like, a purpose of life, and, like, to figure out on your own. But it's still very annoying, because it's just like, you understand what I mean? Like, it's just like, why should society have any say? Why should society have any say in how a human being decides to be? You know? I don't know. It's just so fucking annoying, man. It's just literally so fucking annoying. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just annoying. It's just annoying to think about. Because it's like, you think there's simple solutions to things, but then you remember, oh no, there's assholes that live in the world. So actually, there's not simple solutions to things, because I forgot of the variable that is the fucking asshole. And it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's just so crazy to think about. Like, it's just so crazy to think about. I don't know. Like, you could be working towards liberation, but there will always be someone doing the opposite. And it's like, and it's just so frustrating, because it's like, you feel like you're going so many steps ahead, but then it's like this very loud majority comes, and it's not that you're taking steps back, it's more of like you're being pushed back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not even taking steps back. It's literally being pushed back. Being shoved back. Like, I am not deliberately taking these steps back. I'm literally being pushed and shoved and trampled to take these steps back. And girl. Like, that is just so insane. Like, that is just so insane to think about. Like, that is just so insane to think about. Like, people can literally do so much, but there will just forever be a group on the other side that is working towards not letting you hit that goal. And it's just like, that is just like so crazy. Like, so crazy. So crazy. Because it's like that with everything. With every single problem on the planet, it's like that. We get so close to getting somewhere. But there's just forever a fucking force that wants the ugly to prevail, that wants the nasty to prevail, that wants the corrupted to prevail. Like, there's that, like, that is just always there, and it's like that's crazy. Like, I cannot believe we got so close to seeing some form of justice when it comes to the Epstein file bullshit. But because there's so many people that are okay with that corruption, nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of it. Nothing changed. No movement happened. Hollywood is still very much up. Like, no one decided to burn down the Hollywood, you know, like, no one, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no one decided to go to the movie lots and burn down the movie lots. No one decided to go to Universal Studios and fucking blow the bitch up. Like, no one decided to, like, destroy Hollywood the way that Hollywood destroyed the lives of all of those people and children. And so it's just like, you know? And, like, even if we didn't destroy things, even if we didn't riot, it's like the thing that's supposed to protect us, the government, isn't going to. Because they like the corruption. They built the corruption. They created the corruption. They enabled the corruption. So it's like we're literally, like, on our own. Like, we are on our own. We don't have anybody playing on our team except for the people with a fucking, I wouldn't even say a moral compass, bitch, because it has nothing to do, it just has to do with like basic human, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, it's just like, like, oh my god. Because moral compass implies that there's multiple possibilities to the situation, and there's not multiple possibilities when it comes to that. Like, there's not multiple possibilities when it comes to, like, there's not multiple possibilities when it comes to that. It's a fact. It's fucking bad and it's fucking gross. Like, that's it. It's not a moral, like, oh, like, it's not that. It's literally, you like something you're not, like, you are literally not supposed to, like, you are not supposed to. Point blank, period. No more, nothing like that. That's not even a part of the conversation. It's just a point blank, period fact. No. And yet there's still people against it. There's still people that are like, ooh, yes, being horrible to, like, children, like, how are there people walking the earth that think that way? Like, how are we the same species? How are we the same species? How? And I think that's why people try to rationalize with themselves that these people are lizards, or that these people are aliens, or that these people are whatever the fuck, like demons, you know? I feel like that's why people try to rationalize that with that. Because it's so hard to come to the not even the understand, just the acceptance that those things are humans. They are human beings. Like, there's human beings out there that really think that way, and that feel that way, and that are that way, and that, like, and they're humans. They're humans. Same brain as me. Same organs as me. Same things that keep us alive as me. We gotta eat, we gotta drink water, we gotta go out in the sun, like. But you went down that route. Like, how the fuck? How the fuck? Like, how the fuck? Like, like, it's just like, how? Like, it's just like, how, bro? Like, how? Like, I just don't, like, how? How? Like, I don't even know how we got into this conversation, but it's just like, how, bitch? Just how? I need to smoke weed. How? I need to smoke weed. But Jesus fucking Christ. I definitely had delusions when I was in psychosis. Yes, 100,000%. Yes, love her style, right? Her style is so good. I feel like, I don't know what OP shops are a good way to branch out to different looks. Yeah, 100,000%. What is OP? I feel like... Because I know in gaming terms it means overpowered. But... Oh, charity shops. Oh, okay, charity shops. Okay. Thrift stores. Okay. Yes. Thrift stores are some of the best places to fucking get some amazing ass pieces. 100,000%. Thrift stores, garage sales, fucking all kinds of shit, bro. Like, no, yeah, 100,000%. Like consignment stores, right? Is that what they're called? Dead stock stores. Dude, I fucking love me a dead stock store. I don't know if we have any here in San Diego. I really need to go to one if we do have one in San Diego. But I love a dead stock store, bitch. I love a dead stock store. That's where you'll be finding all the old Disney shit. Like, all the old Disney shit. Like, all the High School Musical folders. All the fucking Hannah Montana pens. Like, all the old High School Musical shit. Like, it's at the dead stock stores. And also... Dead stock stores sometimes aren't called like dead stock stores. They're called like 99 World or like Dollar World or like 99 Planet or like what's another one that I've seen? Or it's like everything for 99 cents, or it's like, it's always like named something like that. And when you walk in, bitch, they have the type of shit that you'll be seeing in those, like, Japan vlogs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the accessories and stuff like that they make in Japan. Like, they be having those. They be having dead stock. Like, they be having, like, old Hannah Montana shit. They be having, like, old iCarly shit. All kinds of old shit. They be having, like, quirky-ass perfumes, bitch. Like, I bought a Cher perfume one of the last times that I went to a dead stock store. Like, they just have, like, a lot of really, really good shit. Fashion jewelry, like the old chunky chuggy shit that you used to get when you were a fucking teenager. Yeah, babe. Or even younger, when you were like 8 years old, 9 years old, and you would play like with your dress up and stuff, and you had like your big bangles, and you had, yeah, babe, they have those at the dead stock stores. Yeah, no, I love me some fashion jewelry. I love me some shit that looks like, you know, it was choppily made, but you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna wear it, and or like, you know what I mean? Like, for, like, a long ass time. Like, I don't know. Like, I love that type of shit. I really, really do. I love that type of shit. You know what? Something that I feel like has been lost like ancient text type shit that's been lost. Walking in other people's shoes, girl. Like on some real shit. Like I feel like people have lost the idea of being able to walk in other people's shoes, or like trying to walk in other people's shoes, or putting yourself in the headspace of walking in someone else's shoes. Like I just feel like people don't really know how to do that anymore. Like, I don't know. I just feel like people don't really know how to do that anymore. Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like people don't know how to do that anymore. I feel like people just don't know how to put each other in each other's shoes. Because it's like, there's this like huge idea of like individualism, and you don't know what I've been through, and we haven't gone through the same things, and my story is different from your story, and like all that shit, right? Like we've really been perpetuating that idea for years now, and I feel like it's made it, and like selfishness is necessary and things like that. Like I feel like we've been perpetuating those ideas now for like a couple of years, maybe even a decade, to where people just don't really know how to walk in someone else's shoes because they feel like it's out of place, I guess, or like it's not their place to do so or something. I don't really understand the logic behind it, but it's like, I don't know, it's like people are just afraid to put themselves in someone else's shoes. Like I think it's because people consider it LARPing, but it's like, I'm not LARPing. Like I'm just trying to understand the mentality of another human being without having to bombard them with questions. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I just don't want to have to bombard this person with questions. Like if I can use my critical thinking skills and put myself in their shoes, why would I bombard this human being with questions? It's also the idea of like not being able to critically think. Like I think that's another thing. Like people just cannot think outside of the box. Like fucking shit. Like they just do not allow themselves to have other types of thoughts to any capacity of the word. Because it's just like, because there's like this delusion that like there's good thoughts and bad thoughts, but I feel like if the thought isn't rooted in bad intentions, it's not a bad thought. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if the thought isn't like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like if it's not rooted in bad, like I don't think, like, you know what I mean? Like why aren't people allowed to be inquisitive anymore? Like why can't I be inquisitive? Like why can't I be curious? Like why can't I like why can't I be curious about things? Like I don't know. I think that's another thing that I always found very perplexing when it comes to me and other people, is that I'm like an open book. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a couple chapters that maybe you won't be able to like, you know, access just yet. Like, you know, maybe there's like a, you know, like a firewall behind it or whatever, but like for the most part my book is pretty open, you know? And I just feel like people aren't like that anymore. And like an example that I have is like if someone were to come up to me, right, and ask me why I smoke cigarettes, I would give them a genuine answer, you know? Like I wouldn't see it as anything other than just a question to give a genuine answer to. Does that make sense? Like if someone came up to me and was like, why do you smoke cigarettes? Like, don't you know that they're bad for you or whatever? I feel like most people would want to like defend themselves or like say something, or like not start an altercation or whatever, but just like something like that, right? But like with me, like I think I know myself. I would just be dead ass. Like I'd be like, yeah, I know they're bad, but I mean, we all die and I want a cigarette right now, so I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't know. I want one. And like we're all gonna die anyways. And also you decided to walk near me and smoke and smell my cigarette smoke. So who really wants a cigarette here? Probably you, baby, because you're in my bubble. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, but I feel like the person of today would either just be like, and you're a bitch, or like, you know what I mean, and like say something, you know what I mean, like say something back, but not have it be like an actual answer. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like questions aren't being answered anymore. Does that make sense? Like, and like, I feel like it's like with everything, like whether it be a small ass question or a big ass question, I just feel like they're not really being answered anymore. I feel like I'm getting told to Google things, or to like fuck off, or to like not ask that question, or it's none of my business, or things like that. Granted, I wouldn't go up to someone and ask them why they smoke cigarettes, but you know what I mean though, like, you know? Or like everything is considered an insult now. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm making sense because I've experienced this with people. Like, I have experienced this with people. So it's like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like maybe everything is considered an offense now. Like, it's like, and I feel like the only ones that really like understand that things aren't like offensive like that are like the queers. You know what I mean? Like the fucking gays, you know? Like, I feel like the gayer you are, the more you understand that something isn't like a jab, if that makes sense. And it's just like an or maybe it's just autism. Like, maybe we just have like, maybe we just answer, maybe it's just because we answer questions, period. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I can just tell that there's like a difference in people right now, where it's like, there's the people that do answer questions and that answer wholeheartedly, truthfully, no matter what the question is, no matter if it's said sarcastically or non-sarcastically, whether it's a genuine question or non-genuine question, they will get answered. But then there's that other group of people that I feel like is the loud majority right now, where it's like the question is not going to be answered, you know? No matter how like personal or non-personal it may be, it will not be answered, you know? And I just feel like in the 90s, at least in the 90s, I feel like the question would be answered, you know? Like without any hesitation, you know? Yeah. Even if it's answered like in an asshole type of way, the question would still be answered. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like even like if someone did that to someone in the 90s, I feel like the person in the 90s would be like, because I fucking like them, now leave me alone, you know? Like, they answered the question. Do you understand what I'm saying? But like a person in 2026 would just say, leave me the fuck alone. Do you know what I mean? And the question is not being answered. Do you understand what I'm saying? They would just say, leave me the fuck alone. Or they would say, leave me the fuck alone, go ask Google. Or they would say, I don't know, fucking Google it. Or they would just say, you know what I mean? The question is not being answered. Do you know what I mean? But in the 90s, it's like the question will always be answered. It's going to be answered differently every time, but the question will be answered, you know? Whether it be because I fucking like them, you fucking pussy, whether it be because they make my fucking dick hard, whether it be, it doesn't fucking matter if the answer is funny or not. It doesn't fucking matter if the answer is truthful or not. You will get an answer of some kind. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I just feel like the generation of today just doesn't give the answer, period. Like, they don't give a funny one. They don't give a fucking sincere one. They don't give shit. Like, it's literally leave me the fuck alone. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, goddamn, like, sorry, bitch, just trying to start a conversation. I guess I chose the wrong topic, okay? I'm sorry. Like, I am sorry. I just love talking. I just want to talk about things. I'm sorry. And when you talk as much as I do, bitch, you start to run out of things to talk about. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just, like, girl, like, I find things to talk about, okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I find things to talk about because I love talking. I think it might be my special interest. I don't know, bitch. I love talking. Okay? My YouTube channel is the showance of that, honey buns. Who else do you know that goes live for 10 hours sometimes just talking? Okay? I'm not even getting like sidetracked with the video game, bitch. I'm just talking for 10 hours. Like, girl, like if someone asks me what my special interest is, I'm gonna be so dead ass and just say talking, because it really is. Like, I'll talk about anything. I'll talk about anything. And that's another thing, is that I think people think that I don't want to talk about the thing because I'm researching the thing as we're talking about it. Does that make sense? Like, there's times where, like, someone wants to get into a conversation with me about something, right? Like, let's say someone wants to get into a conversation about shoes and, like, talk to me about, like, the making of a shoe, or, like, talk to me about how cool the shoe is or whatever. I would probably, in the middle of that conversation, Google that shoe or Google other shoes and be like, oh, like, this shoe also looks cool. Do you know anything about this one? Or, like, oh, I really like the stitch work of this shoe. Or, like, oh, the tongue of this one is really cool. Or, like, oh, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, I want the conversation to continue to happen. So it's like, there's times where, like, I'll look things up and then it ends up killing the conversation. And I'm not trying to kill the conversation. Like, it's like, I think people think me Googling is, like, shutting them up. You know, like, so I've kind of refrained myself from doing that anymore. But it's like, I think that that's what I'm accidentally signaling, you know? Like, I think people are like, oh, like, she's Googling stuff, she doesn't want me to talk about it anymore, you know? And it's like, no. Like, I'm Googling things so we can continue to talk about it, you know? I don't know. It's hard being someone that just loves to talk, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Yes, people are really surface level these days. Yes, exactly. Conspiracy theory? Low key, bitch. Low key, bitch. I love people that talk a lot because sometimes I just don't know what to say until someone starts talking about something. Yeah, see? I don't know, dude. I mean, I can totally understand how I can be overwhelming, you know what I mean? Especially if you, like, know me in real life and you have to deal with me for, like, a long constant, you know what I mean? Because, like, believe me, like, I know I'm draining. Like, I know I'm draining. But it's like, it's something that I'm having to work on in the sense of, like, selfishness and stuff, where it's like, I'm trying to shut myself up more when I understand that speech may not be desired in that moment. And while it is still very difficult for me to do in the sense of, like, shutting up, I feel like I'm getting just a little bit better. But also I don't think I am, because I can tell that people are annoyed with me. So it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's because I like to talk at all times of the day. Like, I like to talk when watching TV. I like to talk when watching movies. I like to talk when watching podcasts. I like to talk when watching YouTube videos. I like to talk when, like, I just love to talk. I love to talk when playing video games. I love to talk, like, I just love to talk. And I understand that that can be incredibly draining for someone that has to go to work, and for someone that has to be around people all day, and for someone that has to hear people talk all day. Like, I understand how I can be really fucking annoying. So I'm trying to get better at not talking when it's very clear that people are trying to not speak, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I'm trying to be better at not starting conversations when it's very clear that conversations are not desired. And it's like, it's just really hard for me, though, because conversation for me is always desired. Because I see it as, like, bonding with the person that I'm with, you know what I mean? But the person that I'm with a lot of the time doesn't really see it as bonding. They just see it as, like, bothersome, you know? Like, I just came back from a busy, full, loud day, and now I have to deal with my busy, full, loud daughter. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can understand how that can be draining. So, I've been trying not to talk during TV. I've been trying to, like, bite my tongue and just, like, you know, like, I try not to ask as many questions or think too deeply, because, again, like, it becomes annoying to people, and so I try to not do it as much, because I question everything, you know what I mean? Like, And I like to have conversations about it. Like, I don't know. Like, I can just tell that I annoy people around me with the conversations that I want to have. So. So it's just like, I don't know. But yeah. Trying to get better at that. Trying to get better at that. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah. I don't know. You feel like you're the opposite. I can go days without talking if I had to, but with that comes people thinking that I'm mad or not interested, but it's never that. T. Yeah, I don't know. Because also another thing is like, that like, I mean, you guys already know this. I mean, duh, you guys, the ones that have been watching me for years already fucking know this, but I have opinions about everything. Whether they be educated or uneducated, I have opinions about everything. So, one of my things that I love about being on YouTube and also friends and stuff like that is that my friends understand that my opinion can very much be swayed, very much be changed, very much be altered. And they also understand that when I have an uneducated opinion, it's like they can very easily educate me and I will then, you know what I mean, have a different opinion after that conversation. So it's just like, I just feel like people need to be more open with the fact that sometimes people are just fucking stupid and uneducated, and we just got to educate them, and that's it. And I understand this whole idea of like, it's not my job, they can Google stuff, they can da-da-da-da-da. It's like, I completely understand that, but like, that is not a real life human experience that I can have like a human moment with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, me reading Reddit post isn't really gonna give me like the same opportunity for a good conversation the way that us talking and educating each other could, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like yes, I could read forums, yes, I could read literature, yes, I could read books having to do with the topic, but it will not, it's literally the Karl Marx ideology. You know what it's literally the Karl Marx ideology, where it's like, the rich may have the knowledge of books or whatever the fuck, but they don't have the knowledge of living. Like, they don't have the knowledge of the lived experience. While poor people, on the other hand, have the knowledge of the lived experience, but they don't have the knowledge of the book or whatever the fuck, right? It's that idea, but in real life. And it's like, I just feel like people telling people to go do their own research. It's like, yes, 100% go do your own research, but also that's not giving me a very important piece of the puzzle. Like, that's not giving me the ability to hear it from someone that lived it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just like I'm just learning the knowledge of it. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just learning like the academic side of things. I'm not learning the real life human lived experience side of things. And I feel like that's a very important side to hear. And I feel like that's why there's a lot of people that have shitty fucking opinions, because it's hard for them to like personify, or it's hard for them to like, I guess, humanize, or like You know what I mean? Like the situation at hand. And I feel like it makes it easier for people to understand things when they hear it out of the mouth itself, you know? That's why documentaries are important. That's why, like, things like that are important, because it's like, there's only so much that words on a page can make you feel, the way that, like, a real human face and, like, voice can make you feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can read about someone having cerebral palsy and get an idea of what cerebral palsy is and, like, feel whatever it is you feel about cerebral palsy, but you will not be able to fully comprehend cerebral palsy to any capacity until you actually see it, you know? Until you actually get to hear it. Like, until you actually get to, like, you know? Like, until you actually get to, like, see, I guess, the lived experience of it. Like, I can read the fucking, the scientific books about it. I can read what, like, goes on in a molecular level. I can understand it to that capacity. But, like, I'll never be able to understand it from, like, the human side of things until I see the human side of it. Does that make sense? So it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, people just gotta stop being afraid to talk. Like, why are we afraid to talk? Like, just talk. Like, I don't know. I think that's one thing that I really do love about, and that I feel like I've gotten very lucky in the sense about, like, the friends that I've had, where it's just like, they let me talk, they let me have my opinion in the beginning, you know what I mean? In the sense of, like, they let me say my full opinion before they counteract it and open up my third motherfucking eye. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that about my friends, where it's like, they want to hear the full scope of whatever it is that I'm thinking before they tell me how I'm wrong, or before they tell me how I fucked up, or before they tell me, you know what I mean? And I really appreciate that, because, again, I feel like that doesn't exist anymore, where I feel like someone can have a wrong sentence come out and automatically they get demonized, and automatically it's like the conversation is over, you know? And it's just like, I just feel genuinely lucky that the friends that I have don't end the conversation and instead are like, look at it this way. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm a fucking idiot. I cannot believe I didn't look at it that way. Like, I am so sorry that I looked at it the other way, because I cannot believe I didn't look at it this way. And I like, no matter how many forums I read, no matter how many videos I watched, no one mentioned that point that you had. And I feel like the reason no one mentioned that point is because to them, it feels like a very, like, obvious point to have. But to me, who's a dumb, stupid, uneducated bitch, I didn't know that that was the obvious point. You know what I mean? Because I haven't lived what you've lived. So I don't know what the very obvious point to have or make, or what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like you could talk to a Mexican, right? And if you're not Mexican, you would probably think ICE is your absolute biggest problem, right? Like, that's probably what you would think about, like, a Mexican American or someone that's Mexican, right? You probably think, like, ICE is your absolute biggest problem. But then it's like, what people need to understand is that every single human being is an individual. So while, yes, again, stereotypically, it would be considered the biggest problem, stereotypically, it's technically not, because if you talk to every single fucking individual fucking person, they have their own specific, very important Mexican problem that they're going through. You know what I mean? Like, some people, the thing that they're focused on is, like, the land that they have in Mexico. Or they're focusing on their mom having cancer in America and not being able to take her to Mexico to go get fucking treatment. Or they're having, like, other fucking problems. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just feel like it's very necessary to hear it from, for lack of a better term, the whore's mouth. Like, it's important to hear from the whore's mouth. Like, you gotta hear from the whore's mouth. Like, it's just like, that's where the information truly is. It's human lived experiences. That's why people ask the same question to multiple people. It's because you are trying to get the absolute most average, I guess, in the idea of what it is they think. Does that make sense? What it is the person thinks, what it is this group thinks, what it is this whatever thinks. You know? The way that I feel like I can simplify it is think about it of when someone infiltrates a cult, or they infiltrate a business, or they infiltrate they just infiltrate something, you know? They're not talking to just the main person. They're not talking to only the boss and only hearing it from the boss's side. They're not just talking to the person that has the main idea. They're talking to everybody in that establishment to figure out what the fuck is going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's why are we as a society being this one thing is the answer? This is the one mentality. This is the one everything. This is the answer. When it's we wouldn't do that in any other situation. We wouldn't do that in any other situation. So why the fuck are we doing it here? I would want to hear everybody's point of view. I need to hear everything. I need to hear, why are people not hearing everything anymore and then deducing what they need to deduce? You understand what I'm saying? You're not just talking to the boss. You're not just talking to the employee that is the victim. You are not, you are talking to everybody in that room. You're talking to everybody. Everybody. You're not just going to talk to the cult leader. You're not just going to talk to the bitch second in command. You're going to talk to everybody. You're going to talk to all of the people in the cult. You're going to talk to everybody. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to get the full scope of the situation. You're going to get all the information necessary. You're going to get all points of views. You're going to, you know, I don't know. I just feel like people don't think anymore, and I feel like people don't question things anymore, and I feel like people just want information fed to them and not actually go, you know what I mean? Actually go on the adventure that is figuring shit out. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, let me smoke weed so we can get into a different topic, because I understand that this topic is very intense and I'm very sorry. Okay, let's get into something else. Okay, last thing I'll say about this. Because it's an amazing example of it. There was a daughter that explained on, I think, Threads, where they explained that they had a conversation with their father about the housing crisis, right? Right? And the father had the answers that every boomer always has, where it's why don't you just save money? Why don't you just save money? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And instead of the daughter doing what a lot, and I say this with peace and love, but what a lot of the newer generations are doing, instead of shutting the parent down and causing an argument or whatever, they were let's do the math, Dad. Let's just do the math. And so they did the math, and that is what clicked in the dad's head, and he was oh, it is different now. And that's what I mean about what things may be common sense to you, and what may be common sense to what you're going through and what you deal with and what you are focused on. Things that may be common sense to something that is happening in your community or happening to you is not common sense for the person that doesn't understand it, because they don't fucking know, because they're not living in it. Your dad hasn't had to buy a house since the last time that he did, which was when the economy wasn't bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, obviously, he wouldn't know how bad it is because he hasn't had the process of having to buy one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he can hear from people that it's hard or whatever and that it's difficult, but he, with his own eyes, hasn't seen it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, what may be common sense to you in your community is not common sense to another community. And while I understand that that whichever community we're talking about, while I understand that they may be less inclined to change their mind depending on whatever the fuck is being said, that doesn't mean that I feel like we should stop. Does that make sense? Like, just because I spoke to 20 boomers and 18 of those thought I was a fucking idiot, but 2 of them heard me out, hey bitch, I consider that a win. Okay? And I just feel like we aren't even doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that, I feel like the small wins aren't considered wins anymore. And I don't know where that change happened, because the small wins are the things that make the big wins happen. And it's been time and time again that it's been proven in history, where it's like the small little things are what make the big thing happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't understand where did we get lost, and now those small victories aren't considered like important anymore, or like they're not even being considered anymore. Like, are we forgetting that hippies would literally like make it their mission to convert, I guess, the war man? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was literally like, do you understand? Like, hello? Like, do you know what I mean? Why aren't we doing that anymore? Like, why are we... Like, am I making sense? I feel like I'm making so much sense, and I feel like I can see it perfectly in HD in my fucking corneas, bro. But I don't know if I'm making sense verbally. But it's just... I don't know. You know? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense verbally, and I don't want to be misconstrued. But it's just... I don't know. It just makes so much sense in my head, but I don't know if I'm making sense. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like those that are educated, like genuinely educated, because I wouldn't consider myself genuinely educated. I'm still like, I'm intermediate educated, you know what I mean? I feel like I have the very like Tumblr views of things, where it's like, you understand what I'm saying? Where it's like the main ones I'm like opinionated on, but it's like I'm not super educated when it comes to like the more smaller stuff. And I'm also not super educated when it comes to like race issues, and I'm not super educated when it comes to a lot of things in history. So it's like, I need to educate myself more in that aspect, especially when it comes to like literature, and when it comes to like, you know what I mean, like the articles and literally everything that has been documented. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know I need to educate myself more in that regard and in that aspect. It's just, I wish that the people that were educated, that did have that fucking education, that have read those books, that have like, you know what I mean, that have done that part of the work, I wish those people were more open to the idea of educating the fellow human, you know? Even if you don't win the fucking fight at the end of that conversation, you never know if you won that fight a couple weeks later or a couple months later or a year later, when something made them have that epiphany and they remember the convo that they had with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because it's like, because also like I've lived it. Like, I've lived it. Like, there was a talk I was having with my dad, right, where we were talking on the phone, and I was being very loud while I was out in public or whatever. I was being loud in public while I was on the phone, but I was in downtown, so I didn't see an issue in it, because I'm like, I'm in downtown. There's noise pollution everywhere. It's not like there's hella people on the street, and even if there was hella people on the street, I'd probably care even less. So it's like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and also like, I'm not staying in one place to like then echo in all of these apartments or anything. It's like I'm walking around downtown, right? Like, yes, I'm being loud on the phone, but I'm walking around downtown, and it's down fucking town. Like, hello, like, industrial city, bitch. Like, hello, like, hello, like, there's literally a car every 2 seconds. Like, what are we talking about? Like, hello. So you know what I mean? So I just didn't see the issue in being loud on the phone. And my dad, you know, chewed me out and was telling me how I was being inconsiderate and stuff like that. And I told him, I was like, no, I'm not, because it's about time and place, and I'm doing it at an okay time and place. Like, like, I'm not talking loudly in a library. I'm not talking loudly or cursing near in front of children. I'm not, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this in a place where silence and or quietness is required. I'm also not doing this in a neighborhood. I'm not doing, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this in fucking downtown, where there's a car every 2 seconds, there's an airplane every like 3 fucking minutes, there's literally like, do you understand? Like, there's literally a crackhead yelling like 2 centimeters away from me. Like, me being loud on the phone is nothing. Like, it's like what, like, why are you trying to silence me? The fuck? Like, it's like, the world isn't silent right now. Why the fuck do I have to be? And so I, like, you know what I mean? And so we got into an argument. We got into a fucking argument. And but in that moment, I educated him. You know what I mean? I didn't just tell him like, you're stupid and like, you don't know what you're talking. No, I told him like, I'm here and da 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 da, and it's like, and it's not like this and that, and it's like this and that. You know what I mean? Like, I gave him reasons. I explained it to him. I made it a thing in his head. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even though at the end of that specific conversation, he did not agree with me, right? Even though at the end of that very specific conversation, he did not agree with me, right? A year later, it took time, but a year later, he texts me, or he calls me, or I think he sends me a voice memo, I forget what it was. But he tells me, he's like, I understand you now, Sonny. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I was out with a friend, and we were out in the city, and I was talking to the birds, and I started going caw-caw really loud to the crows. And my friend was telling me to quiet down and to not be loud, and, you know, that we're in public and blah blah blah. And it made me think of our conversation that we had, of our disagreement. And it made me realize, like, oh yeah, like, I shouldn't have to quiet down for society when society itself isn't quiet. Like, why are you trying to control me? So it's like, you know what I mean? If I would have never have even just attempted to educate my father in that conversation that we had on the phone, he would have never have had that epiphany a year later on when he experienced it himself. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, like, I just feel like it's the educated person's job in a way, because it's like, you educated yourself. It's like almost, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like a contract that you don't even know that you're signing, you know? Like, I feel like being educated in turn means that you now have to educate others. Like, I just feel like that's like an obvious thing. Like, why are you withholding knowledge? Why are you withholding knowledge? I would never withhold knowledge from anybody. I mean, unless they're going to use it for bad. But it's like, I wouldn't withhold knowledge from anybody. Because then the way that I think about it is that it's like, okay, right? The conversation tends to always come up when it comes to like racist and like trans and like, you know, fucking like transphobes and things like that, right? It always tends to come up with shit like that. And I understand. You know what I mean? Like, believe me, I understand. But the way that I think about it, to kind of, you know, in my head is, to me, knowledge is knowledge, right? Knowledge is knowledge. So why would I withhold knowledge from anybody? So it's like, the way that I think about it is like, if someone were to come up to me and be like, hey girl, I really love those earrings that you're wearing. Could you teach me how to do them? And if I replied the way that people reply about the more serious topics, if I went Google it, that is so fucking rude, in my humble opinion. That is so fucking rude, in my humble opinion. I feel like if you want to do, I feel like a good, what's the word? Oh my God, I'm blanking on the word. Compromise. I feel like a good compromise to that, where you're like, but I don't want to have a conversation with like every fucking dumbass that I encounter. I understand. If you don't want to have a conversation with every fucking idiot that you encounter, and you don't want to educate every fucking idiot that you encounter, I totally get that. But do the compromise. Tell them the name of a documentary, or tell them the name of a book that you really liked having to do with the conversation, or just give them some piece of information that their subconscious brain can later look back on at some point in existence. And I know that that sounds so crazy of an ask, but I just genuinely feel like I feel like it's gonna start off small, but I feel like it can do waves, bro. Cause it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that I just know. You know what I mean? Like, I just know. You could be like, hey, man, I'm not gonna educate you about why fucking systematic racism is a thing and shit, but read this fucking book. If you really give a fuck and you want to learn, read this book. I will give you the exact title of the book. Here's the name of the book. Go about your day. Or if we want to be even easier, because you're like, I'm lazy, I don't want to read, watch this documentary having to do with this thing. If you don't understand it after this documentary, I don't know what the fuck you want from me, okay? And I feel like that's like the easy way to do it, but still giving the knowledge and like being able to go about your day. You know what I mean? This fucking documentary, fool. Watch this fucking documentary. It will teach you what you need to learn. If you genuinely want to learn, watch this documentary. You know, and if you really want to continue to learn, watch this one and this one and this one, okay? And from there, you'll be able to find what you need to find, and you'll continue to learn at your own pace. All right? Have a beautiful day. And then you go about your existence, you know? I'm not saying you gotta fucking have a convo with them. I'm not saying you gotta stop your life for them. I'm not saying anything like that. But I'm just saying, if you genuinely want to see change, be the change you want to fucking see, man. Like, human beings are subconscious. How are we not using psychology and like what we know about like the human everything to our advantage? Like, why aren't we using that shit to our advantage? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, why are we not using that shit to our advantage? Why are we not using that to our advantage, man? Like, I don't know. Cause that's what past generations used to do, you know? Or at least the ones that I've met that are from around that time, and also in the documentaries that I've seen from around that time. It seems like the the desire to teach others was more there. You know what I mean? Like the desire to educate the public was more there. Like it just feels like it was like, you know, let me change your mind. Hear me out if you want to. And if you don't, then watch this. And if you don't, then oh well, you were a lost cause in the first place, and who gives a shit? If I'm lucky enough, maybe the fucking person that was next to you when I was chewing you out, maybe the person next to you heard, and they'll go through a fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's just, it's that whole idea of, even if it's just 2 minds in the sea of 100, it's still 2 more minds on the right side of history now, you know? It may only be 2, bitch, but at least it's at least 2 more on the right side now, you know? On the right side of history, or I guess the left side of history, because, you know, we're, you know, liberal. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really gotta educate myself, man. I gotta start fucking reading books and watching documentaries, because you gotta be the change you want to see in the world. So I really gotta start educating myself. I don't know, dude. It's because you guys, I don't know. It's just, I didn't go to school. So education was never really like ingrained in me like that when it comes to things like that. So it's like, I don't know. I just didn't really, I'm a lazy bitch, and I just never really picked up on it like that. But I'm gonna pick up on it, and I really gotta educate my shit on that stuff, because it's just like, I missed all of it because I didn't go to school. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I gotta educate myself on all of it. I gotta educate myself on fucking Mexican history. I just gotta educate myself on everything. On everything. I just gotta educate myself on everything. I don't know. Because I think it's also, because the thing that people need to understand is that it's literally coming from a place of like, I wish I could do what you have the capability of doing. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's just coming from a place of I wish I had the capability to do what you currently have, and it's just like, I just wish you would execute it more. I just wish you would do it more, you know? I don't know. Because I wish I had that power right now, but I still got to build up that power, because, you know, I never build it up, so I got to build up that power before I start using it. Yes, I never understood gatekeeping. Like, I get it if something is about to sell out or something like that, but just not telling someone what perfume you're wearing or where your clothes are from is strange to me. No, literally. What's up, Caitlin? What's up, Tori? What's up, Tati? Yeah, it's never too late to learn. Exactly. It's never, ever too late to learn. So it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Because also, like, we have to remember, nobody is a lost cause. Because we've seen it time and time again, you know, except for, like, very specific, like, you know what I mean? Like, except for, like, pedophilia. You're a lost cause, point blank, period. But, like, we've seen it when it comes to, like, homophobia. We've seen it when it comes to racism. We've seen it when it comes to, like, even classism, low-key. Well, yes and no. But anyways, but, like, we've seen it where it's, like, people can be on the wrong side of history, like super wrong side of history, right? And it's like, I don't know, bitch. I don't know what the fuck happens. I don't know if a brain cell grows. I don't know if a specific one dies. I don't know what happened, but we have seen it before. So it's not like it's like this impossible thing. Like, we've seen it before where the mind changes. And they change their mind, and now they feel remorse, and they feel bad for how they once thought and for what they once believed, and now they do everything in their power for the, you know, the last years that they have to try to try. Granted, they might not, but still they try to, you know, what's the word? Redeem all the horrible ideologies that they once had, you know? Like, it used to have, like, dude, there's so many people from the Westro Baptist Church where they were, like, deep in the Westro Baptist Church, bro, and they fucking hated the gays. They were like, ah, I fucking hate the gays. Right? And there's so many of them that have literally, like, left the church, left that fucking cult, and, like, done the fucking work, and, like, now they don't, you know what I mean? Like, they're not that evil, horrible fucking type of person anymore. And I feel like none of that would be possible if it weren't for the people that were trying to educate at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I feel like that would not be possible if it weren't for the people out there on the front lines trying to educate those that need the fucking education on things, you know? Like, genuinely. So it's just like, I don't know. It's possible to change a person's mind, and while I understand that it may take years, and while I understand that it is not our job, and while I understand, I get it. It's just in my perfect world, you know, it's like on some fucking magic shit where it's like you're full of color and this person is like, you know, gray and white and all fucking, you know, and then it's like you walk by and you touch them and then it's like color happens, you know, and it's like, I like to think of the world like that, and it's just like, I don't know. I just wish more people spread their color around, you know? I just wish more people had the want to spread their color around and, I don't know, have other people figure out their color, you know? And see the rainbow inside of them, you know? See the prism inside of them, you know? I don't know. But that's like perfect world shit, you know? That's like cartoon shit. Like, it's literally cartoon shit, but I don't know. Your color is blue, period, baby girl. But yeah, I don't know. All I know is that starting this year, and especially in the beginning of 2027, I want to dedicate that year to just learning shit. Like reading books and learning things, you know, watching documentaries. Like, just, I want 27 to be my year of knowledge, of just pure knowledge. Just knowledge, you know. Just knowledge. I've been brain rotting long enough. I really gotta wake up the brain. So yeah. In the famous words of literally every fucking teacher I've ever had, you have so much potential. You have so much potential. But yeah. That doesn't mean I'm going to college. I don't want to go to college. That's too much pressure. But you know what I mean. I want my special interest to be learning shit. I want to get addicted to wanting to learn things, you know. If I do college and stuff, that will be a little bit later on down the line when I know for a fact that I'll be able to commit to it. But that's not for right now. That is not for right now. Because I know for a fact I want to read Karl Marx. I know for a fact I want to read something having to do with Malcolm X. I don't know, girl. I know I want to learn more about him because I've always been very interested by him with like the couple things that I know about him. I want to learn more about that. I want to learn more about Black history in general. I want to learn more about Mexican history. I want to learn more about like everything, bro. Mainly history, bro, because I didn't really learn much history. Like, I really didn't. I really did not. All we learned about was, oh my god, I don't even remember the name of the, we learned about that horrible boat, and I think that's it, girl. Like, that's all I fucking remember. I remember the horrible boat, and that's it, girl. Because, I mean, remember, I didn't go to school until 8th grade, girl. Ooh. So I learned what they were teaching in 8th grade, and it was literally just that horrible fucking boat. And that's all I remember. And then I think we learned about Native Americans, question mark. I think, like, Thanksgiving, question mark. I don't really remember. That was in 8th grade. I don't fucking remember. And then, what did we learn in freshman year? I don't remember jack shit about freshman year history. And I don't remember jack shit about sophomore year history. And I didn't learn anything in junior year history because I never went to history class. So, because I just ditched every single class. So yeah. It's really bad, girl. I don't know, girl. For some reason, I've just been dodging knowledge since, like, the dawn of time. I don't fucking know. I don't know, girl. Like, academic knowledge, I should say. I've just been dodging academic knowledge since, like, the dawn of time for some fucking reason. So yeah. That's a huge life goal that I really want to do and I gotta do. And I'm honestly gonna start probably tonight. So yeah, I really want to do that though. I want to get better at that. I really want to get better at that. Would I be interested in getting my GD? Maybe later when I know I can commit to it. What boat? The horrible ass fucking boat, bro. I don't remember the name of it, but it was the very, very famous slave boat where it's like they like, where like they literally stack the slaves like up on top of each other. And like, according to my teacher, I don't know if this is true, okay, because my teacher was white and she was very racist too, like peace and love, but like that bitch was racist. But like she told us that apparently they were eating their own poop and their own pee. Like they were pooping on top of each other and eating their own poop and their own pee. And then she was also like, I don't know, she also told one of the fucking kids in class that he wasn't going to be a golfer because he's poor. I don't know. That teacher was horrible. But that teacher was horrible. But yeah, all I remember is that boat. Like, that's literally all I remember. Because I think she also showed us a diagram. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I didn't know all that. Especially because I didn't go to school, bitch. Like, this is my first time at school in 7 years, honey buns. So I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I would have never have guessed. I was like, whoa, human beings are evil. Like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, human beings are fucking evil. Like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, no, girl, I didn't really, girl, I'm stupid. Like, I've made it very clear that I'm stupid. Like, I've told you guys many, many times, I'm stupid. Like, I don't know shit. Like, I don't know nothing. I'm a very opinionated woman, but I don't know nothing. I know certain things about certain things, but I don't know a lot of things. I don't know many things. I only know things about things, certain things, but not all things. You know what I mean? So it's like, ooh. No, my love, remember I got fired. Ooh, really? A fun way to learn is seeing things in person and interactive like museums. Your local library can give you a card for free and free passes to museums and the zoo. Gee. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Yes, girl. He literally said, one of my dreams is to become a professional golfer. Like, that is, like, my goal. Okay. What it was is that he wasn't paying attention in class or some shit like that. And so then she was like, what are you trying to do in the future or whatever? And then he said, I'm trying to be a professional golfer. You know what I mean? So in other words, like, I don't fucking need history because I'm just trying to be a professional golfer. And you have to remember, this was 8th grade. And she, instead of, like, making a point about, like, how, you know, I don't know, girl, how, like, history can, like, teach you about certain things about golf. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, she could have came up with something on the fly, bitch, you're a history teacher. Like, I would assume you would know some history about some shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if it weren't for history, we wouldn't have this historical moment in golf, or we wouldn't have this historical moment in golf or something. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? But instead of doing that, she went, well, you're poor, so you're not going to be able to be a golfer. And he was like, what? And she was like, you're poor, like, you don't have money, like, you come to this school, so you're poor, so, like, you're not going to have the money to be a professional golfer. Like, that costs a lot of money to be a professional golfer. And he was just like, you don't know how much money I have? I think that's what he said. And then I forget what she said back. And then it just became like this weird air in the room. Like, it just became this really weird air in the room. And it was just like, I don't know, girl. It was weird. I don't know. I don't know, girl. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. Yes, the slave trading boat from Africa to the colonies. Yes. Not everyone can live up to the title of their occupation. No, literally, you may be a teacher by law, but are you truly a teacher internally? Yikes. No, literally. Oh, no, wait, yeah, I remember now. Ooh, yes, girl. What's up, Zombie? What's up, baby? I'm living the vida loca. We're just talking about a bunch of shit, girl. I don't know. We're talking about a lot of things. I think the big libraries also loan out devices as machines so you can learn how to use them or learn programs with them or anything. From laptops to sewing machines, and they hold classes on tons of stuff. Ooh, I love the library, period. I wish a teacher would have told me some shit like that. That's so sad that the teacher did that. We were supposed to teach and be a positive light to our students. Sorry you had that experience. Yeah, girl. I don't know. That teacher was cray-cray. That teacher was low-key cray-cray. And she was balding. She's balding and she's bald and she's torturing people who have hair. Oh my god, that was literally her. Oh my god, I wish I was still friends with the people that knew back in fucking middle school. Oh my god, dude, I don't have any of those friends anymore. No. Oh my god, I wish I was friends with any of those people. Oh my god, dude. Because that was literally the embodiment of her, bro. She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair. That was literally her. Oh my god, that was literally her. Oh my god, it's because that wasn't a meme back then. Like, that wasn't a meme in fucking in 8th grade. That wasn't a meme in 2013. You know what I mean? That didn't become a meme, I think, until like 2018, 2017. Even though it's from fucking that show that came out a long ass time ago, it don't fucking matter. It wasn't a fucking meme. No one knew about it. Oh my god, that is so crazy. Oh my god. She was bald and she was torturing people who had hair. She was. No, she was. And she was an intense nail biter too. Like an intense one. Like the intense ones. And she would eat them. She would eat her nails. She would bite them off and then she would chew them and she would eat them. And then what was another thing that she would do? She would eat her nails. She would play with her hair, which in turn made her ass bald. And then yeah, girl, I don't know. She was something the fuck else. She was something the fuck else. Yeah. That's my exact thought when you said bald. That's why she acted the way she did. No dead eyes. Insanity, girl. Insanity. Because it's like, I don't know. I've had some crazy ass teachers. Like, I don't know, girl. I'll never forget Mr. Graham. Ooh-wee. That man was something else. Whew. He would chug NyQuil in class. And I'm not talking about like take a dosage. No, honey. I'm talking about chug the whole bottle of NyQuil in class. He would chug the whole bottle of NyQuil in class. There was one time when he showed us his mother's funeral and he cried. He showed us his mom's funeral on the Promethean board and he cried. He was like and crying. Watching his mom's funeral with the children. Us. we were fucking what? 14? 13? 14? Watching this man's mom's funeral. on the fucking Promethean board. Bitch. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, girl, what? And then people wonder why I don't have an education. When, like, these were my educators. Like, you wanted me to take these people seriously? You wanted me to take these people seriously. Like, you wanted me to take a teacher that would give his phone out to 15-year-olds seriously. And I'm supposed to believe that he's a good teacher? And I'm the crazy one for thinking that he's weird. Like, he has anxiety. Okay, girl, what is he doing giving his phone number out to 15-year-olds? Like, no. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? What is he doing accepting friend requests from fucking students? Like, no. What are we doing here? What are we doing as a grown-ass man? This is a different teacher. What are we doing as a grown-ass man hugging teenage girls when they leave the class? What are we doing? It's not the last day of school. It's not graduation. It's a regular-ass day, and you're hugging? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And I'm supposed to take you seriously. Like, girl, you just lost your cool and started screaming at us, and I'm supposed to take you seriously. That was a different teacher. That was another teacher. Those were 3 different teachers right there. What's another one? I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, you talk to us constantly about how your wife doesn't love you, but you love her so much. But then you also talk about how you guys have a beautiful marriage. But then you also talk about how, like, you should have been in the rancho. But then you also talk about how, like, you're happy where you're at. But then you also talk about how Chicanos don't exist, and that if you left San Diego, they wouldn't know what Chicanos are, and that Chicanos are a made-up thing, and that they're not real. By the way, this man was also Hispanic. I don't know what type of Hispanic. I don't know what the fuck he was specifically, but I just know that he was Hispanic. But yeah, girl. And I'm supposed to take you seriously? You just erased an entire community, and you literally just Hitlered an entire fucking community, and I'm supposed to take you seriously? And you're a Spanish teacher? And I'm supposed to take you seriously? And then you don't even teach us Spanish. Like, you're not even showing us how to pronounce these words or anything. You're not even teaching us Spanish. But somehow I'm at fault because I mentioned how I wanted a challenge. But that didn't mean I didn't want to be taught. That didn't mean I didn't want to be taught. I still want to be taught. You not teaching me isn't the challenge. Like, what? Like, you're still supposed to teach me. And I'm supposed to take you seriously as an educator? Like, dude, no. No. And then people wonder why I do not have an education. It's because I could not take any of my educators seriously. I could not take any of them seriously. I saw flaws in their adulthood, and that it made it difficult for me to want to learn. It made it difficult for me to want to learn. I don't know. Yes, Queen, NyQuil. Not appropriate at all. No, literally. Yes, girl. He would talk about his personal life, his marriage. One time he simulated birth. He simulated a Spanish teacher. A health teacher. A Spanish teacher. Simulated a head. He simulated a head coming out of a pussy. I don't even remember why. I literally do not even remember why. I don't even remember what the conversation was about. But he was like doing this, and he was like making baby noises. in Spanish class. Not sex ed, not human health or human biology or whatever the fuck. No. No. Spanish class. Pussy, vagina, head coming out. And then he would go, like, whole thing. Hello? Like, what are we doing? Why aren't you teaching me how to pronounce this word? Why are we simulating a baby being birthed? What is going on? And the thing is that I'm the asshole in this situation. Because everybody else in the class loved it. They thought it was comedy. And I think I laughed too. But the thing is, though, or maybe I didn't laugh. I don't know if I laughed. I actually don't know if I laughed. I might have laughed, but maybe I did. I think I might have laughed the first time he did it, but he did it multiple times throughout the year. So I think it stopped being funny after a certain point. But I think I did laugh the very first time. But the thing is that everybody found that bit funny. And I didn't really, after not even a while ago, like after the second time, like I didn't really find it funny anymore because like in my head, I was like, you're supposed to be teaching us how to like, you're supposed to be teaching us how to pronounce shit and like how to speak Spanish and like how to read Spanish and like, you know, do shit. So, like what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, no thanks. See, if he was my coworker, I would have reported him so quick. Yes, girl, that was the teacher. Yes, girl, that was the teacher. I thought you were talking about a student. No, baby, I am not talking about a student. I'm disgusted. No, literally. He wanted to be a life science teacher, but he had to get into teaching based on what positions were available. So he was a Spanish teacher who yearned for life science. Poor guy. No, girl, he actually loved Spanish. Like, he found a lot of pride in it, I guess. But no, he always talked about how what he wanted was, like, I think he wanted to, like, go live in the rancho or something like that. And I think I questioned him about it. Like, remember, you guys, I'm of, like, the mentality, especially if you're a grown-ass fucking adult. Like, grown-ass fucking adult. As in, like, he was already, like, 30, 40. Live the life that you truly want to live. You know what I mean? Like, if money is the thing that's preventing you, and I don't mean, like, not having enough money. I mean, like, not being as wealthy as you would be if you continued the current life that you have. AKA, if you would be happier owning a restaurant and like things like that, and you do have the financial stability to be able to get your restaurant and do all that, but you know that while you have your restaurant, you are probably not going to be wealthy or whatever, but you will have your restaurant and you'll have your dream. Most people will still go for their dream. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm very big on that, where it's like, if you have a genuine dream that you genuinely want, where it's like, that is the life that you want, that is what you want, that is like your thing. And the only thing that is stopping you is the fact that you're not going to be making six figures anymore. Insanity to me. Okay? Because, like, as long as you're able to pay your bills and, like, have food in your fridge and, like, buy yourself a gift from time to time, I really don't understand why you wouldn't go for your dream just because, like, I don't have extra money in the bank. Like, I just never understood that. And there's a lot of people that I get in combos with that are like that, you know, where it's like, there was someone else that I spoke to where they said their biggest, like, this guy, okay, Mr. Campos, the Spanish teacher, his biggest dream from what I remember from what he told us, I think is that he wanted to go, like, be in the rancho and, like, go ride horses and things like that. But, like, he couldn't because of X, Y, and Z. And I think I might have questioned him on that, where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's genuinely what you want to go do, like, I don't think you would let stupid things like that stop you or whatever. But yeah, because then there was someone else I had a convo with where they said, like, you know, like, I love cooking, like, being a chef and cooking and, like, having my own kitchen to cook in and things like that. Like, that's like my dream, right? And so then I said, like, if you had the opportunity to go, like, you know, live in a rural, you know, in like a rural town, but you have like your own kitchen and people come to your restaurant all the time and you get to cook there, would you do that? And he said, no, because I wouldn't be making a lot of money and like da 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 da. And then I said, oh, so then you don't actually love cooking, you just love money. And he was like, no, I love cooking. Like, cooking is my passion. Like, I love cooking. And I'm like, no, if you genuinely loved cooking, you would do cooking for free, babe. Like, peace and love. Like, you would. Like, at the end of the day, you would. You know what I mean? You would. You know, artists don't get paid automatically after making their art piece. You know, some artists literally sit on an art piece for years with it never being sold. And it might not get sold until they die, baby girl. And they're still doing their art until they die. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not in it for the money, baby. You're in it for the money. If you genuinely gave a fuck about cooking and you just wanted to cook, you would do it in any type of, you know what I mean? Like, you would do it on the absolute smallest scale because it's something that you love, you know? Like, hello? You're still cooking. You get to make the meals that you want to make, feed bellies, make some money. You know, you may not be fucking rich, but you're making money. You have a house, beautiful yard, dog, wife, children. Oh, but I'm not making 6 figures as a chef in a 5-star Michelin restaurant, so it's not good enough. So it's not cooking. If anything, you can say, like, your dream is to cook in a Michelin star restaurant. Like, you gotta add that asterisk, because it's like, you can't say that it's just cooking. Like, I'm so sorry, but you can't say that it's just cooking. Because if it was genuinely just cooking, then you would be happy cooking in any type of fucking, you know what I mean? Like, in any type of, like, you know what I mean? In any type of walk of life, you'd be happy with the cooking. But you specifically want, like, the fame or the money or the notoriety with it. And, like, to a high degree, because again, you would get that notoriety, you would get that fame in that small town. Like, everybody knows you as that town chef, you know? So, like, you would get it, but it's again, it all falls back on the money. You would not be making the same amount of money. You would have the notoriety, you would have the fame, you would have everything on a smaller scale, but you would still have it, but you wouldn't have the fucking money. And I feel like that is, like, the biggest thing, is that people give a fuck about the money. And it's just like, but like, I'm literally giving you like a would you rather type of situation where it's like you benefit at the end of the day and you're not taking it. And again, it's because you care about the money. You don't actually give a fuck about cooking. You don't actually give a fuck about cooking, fool. You don't actually give a fuck about cooking. Like, it's the money. I graduated high school in 2010, and it's insane how much teachers got away with. No, literally. Nowadays, it's a much different story. Has anyone seen Bradley on a budget on YouTube or TikTok? No, baby, I have not. Yes, exactly. I never seen it like that, but you're 1,000,000% right. What you like and what your passion is are two different stories. Yeah. What's up, Erica? What's up, BB? But yeah, because it's like, again, like, it's like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm technically giving you your dream. It's just on a smaller scale, but I'm giving you what you say your dream is, which is like, you know what I mean? Like, you have everything. You have a house. You have everything. You know what I mean? Like, you literally have everything. It's just in a rural area. That's it. It's just in a rural area. And you're going, no. Because it's not the same amount of money. But you're comfortable, though. Like, you don't need 6 figures. You live in a town that has like 5,000 people. You know what I mean? You're like one of the like 6 restaurants. And people like your restaurant. And they come to you. And you're choosing no. Cooking isn't actually your, like, it's not, like, that's not, at the end of the day, cooking isn't actually your dream, because if it was actually your dream, you would do it. You would do it. You know what I mean? I'm more talking, Little Bunny Princess, I'm more talking in the sense of like, when you give people the opportunity to have what they want. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, as in like a what ifs type of situation. Like when you're just talking to them and like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like daydream. Like you can literally give some people the opportunity to daydream like that and they still won't take it. And to me, that is a showing of like, then that is not actually what you give a fuck about. Because if you were given essentially like the perfect circumstance, it's just to a smaller degree, aka you live in a rural area, so therefore you're not working in a Michelin star restaurant, you're not working, you know what I mean, in a big ass city, you know what I mean, you're working in a small town where a lot of the regulars come, you know what I mean. Granted, it's still new faces, you get new faces and stuff. Like, I'm not talking like there's only 30 people, but it's just like, you know, it's just on a smaller scale, and it's a diner or it's like a restaurant that you came up with or something. And again, like, it's not in a city, it's not in a town, it's not in New York or whatever, you know, it's not somewhere where like, you know what I mean, it's not something like that. Like, it's just like somewhere where it's literally just your passion and you, pretty much, you know what I mean, and you're not taking it. I take that as a sign that that person doesn't actually have that specific passion. Because if we're talking like perfect, like I'm literally giving you perfect circumstances, just smaller scale, perfect circumstances, just smaller scale, and you're not taking it, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's not actually your passion. Like, I feel like maybe you need to tweak that passion a little bit. Like, I don't think you can really answer and say cooking. I think you gotta say cooking in a restaurant that's higher, like, you know what I mean, that's like in like a city, or like owning a restaurant in the city or something like that, or owning a restaurant in like enter big city here, or like, I just feel like some people need to, like, I don't know, you know what I mean, just be a little bit more clear on what it actually is, and like not lie to themselves, you know? Like, why are you lying to yourself? Like, don't lie to yourself. Like, just be truthful to yourself. Like, especially because I feel like making it such a broad thing in your head makes it a little bit difficult to like get to the main goal, you know? So it's like, just get to the main goal, which is you want like a very specific thing. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you want a very specific outcome. It's not actually, oh, whatever happens happens as long as I get to do what I love to do. It's not actually that. It's, I want a very specific outcome. You know what I mean? And everybody's not like that, but it's just, I've spoken to a couple people where they're fucking like that, and I just don't get it. And I get into arguments with them because I'm just like, no, like, no, I'm so sorry, but no. My passion is to open a school for unprivileged children. I tried typing it into a comment, but it got deleted. Oh my God, YouTube, why are you doing that? Yeah, see, like, that's a beautiful, and then, okay, and then this is where I tell you, right? This is where, if we were in this type of conversation and I wanted to ask you this type of question, I would go, okay, if you had the opportunity to do that, but again, it's on a smaller scale, as in you don't get to do it in your home, you don't get to do it like that. You have to do it in a semi-rural area, or you have to go to a different country or whatever, but you get to do exactly that. You get to open the school, you get to, again, like, you are financially stable enough to where you have your house, you have your food in your fridge, you have everything that you need. It's just, again, it's on a smaller scale. Is that still your dream? And if not, then again, it's not actually, you know what I mean? But like, most people would be like, no, yeah, like, I would do it in any rain or shine, as long as I get to do what I love. It doesn't fucking matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? And those are the types of people where I'm like, period, bitch, you know, period, bitch. I'm like, yes, you know, I don't know. Or it's like the people that feel like they're, like, they need to be like a high fashion designer to be able to make clothes or something. Or it's like, it's just the people that like put themselves too small into like a certain, like, what success is, I guess, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are like that, where it's like, it's only like a very specific moniker of success that needs to be met, and it's like the other monikers of success are not considered success, even though you're still doing what you love, but they're not considered success because it's not the ultimate moniker of success, if that makes sense. So it's like, those types of people annoy me, because it's just like, girl, Like, where's the love? Where's the passion? Like, peace and love. Like, you're just fucking run by dollar signs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where's the love? Where's the passion? Like, money is a made-up construct. Like, would you fucking do this if money didn't exist? No? Okay, then it's not your goddamn passion. It's not your fucking passion. If you wouldn't do it if money didn't exist, it's not your fucking passion, man. You know what I mean? Like, no. Like, it's essentially what you want, just smaller. Would you still do it? No? Okay, then. Then you don't actually fucks with that shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or it's like if you tell an artist, like, you are an artist, but, like, you never really get the notoriety that you seek. And, you know, that's it. Like, you just don't really get the notoriety you seek. A genuine artist that is just an artist to be an artist will continue to do the art. No matter who sees, no matter who doesn't see, no matter who they show or who they don't show, they will continue to make that art, you know? They will continue. Even if they don't get notoriety. It doesn't fucking matter because they're going to continue regardless. Just to have their art materialized in the physical world. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if they don't get that immediate gratification, even if they don't get the gratification knowing that their shit might become popular later on, even if they don't have that gratification to any capacity of the word, I feel like every artist still has, or every artist that is like genuine about wanting to do art still has that innate wanting to create regardless. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I put that into everything. And so it's like, if you are not willing to just do it to do it, then I don't think that that is the thing that you are really, really passionate about doing, you know? At least not to the capacity that you believe you're passionate about, you know? Like, I just feel like people gotta question themselves a little bit more. Like, it's just like, if money wasn't involved, would you continue to do it? If notoriety wasn't involved, would you continue to do it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like that whole idea of, like, be nice because, like, you know what I mean? Just because, you know what I mean? Without, like, expecting niceness back. Does that make sense? You know, it's like that idea, but with, like, passions and stuff. It's the idea of just, like, you know, like, continue to spread positivity even if negativity is around. It's literally that idea, but just in passions and things like that. I don't know. Because, like, there's art pieces that I haven't shown. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that I haven't shown and I'm probably never going to show. You know? And it's just like, but that's just how life is. Like, it's just like, if you really love doing something, you're going to continue to do it regardless, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. You'll find ways to do what it is that you want to do, you know? Like, another one that I think about is, like, would someone that says that they love cooking, would they be able to make a meal out of, like, dog shit ingredients? You know what I mean? I feel like someone that genuinely loves to cook would. I feel like they'd be like, okay, so we got this, this, and this, right? Okay, let's say we got legumes, flour, cinnamon, we got pineapple, I don't know, bitch, I'm just naming random things, and we got meat, and we got a fucking egg, right? I feel like someone that doesn't know how to cook would look at that combination of it, and then, like, rice or something, that, like, combination of ingredients, and be like, I don't know what the fuck to do, you know? And I feel like that person isn't genuinely passionate about what they say that they're passionate about. Like, you say you're passionate about cooking, you say you're passionate about food, but if you can't, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't, like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't lock in, bitch, then, like, I just feel like, then, like, is it genuinely your passion? Because I feel like someone that has a passion would be like, I got it, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, on some Matrix shit, you know, like, the numbers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the recipes. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the flavors. I can taste the flavors on my tongue without even having to taste shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. So it's just like, I don't know. Are you really a cook, or do you just like cooking because you have made it convenient to a certain degree, you know? Like, do you only like cooking like rich people food? Like, do you only like cooking like certain types of food, or do you like cooking period, you know? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's like if someone said, like, my passion is barbecuing, like, I'm so passionate about it. But then if you told them, like, okay, like, if I gave you $50,000 right now to open up, like, a little fucking, like, booth or something to sell your barbecue, would you do it? And they're like, you know what I mean? Would you do it? And they're like, you know? It's like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like questioning people and like, you know what I mean? Like, do you actually like that thing like that? Or do you just like it? You know, like, you can just like things. Like, you can just find things interesting. You can just like things. You don't have to say that you're, like, passionate about it, you know? If you don't see yourself doing it outside of certain circumstances, if that makes sense. Because I feel like the people that are genuinely passionate would do it no matter the circumstance. Like, another example would be, like, an artist that doesn't have any art supplies would make art supplies in the sense of, like, let me go fucking draw in the dirt, or let me go, you know, fucking do this, or even if you put them in a completely white room, I feel like a cuckoo crazy artist, like one that just needs to do art, would start fucking doing crazy shit, like cutting themselves or biting themselves and trying to do it with their blood and shit. Like, I'm not saying you gotta do all that, but I'm just saying, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how far are you willing to go for your passions? That's another question. Like, how far are you willing to go for your passions? Like, how much does it engulf you? Like, and I'm not saying you have to be fully, like, I'm not saying you gotta go full fucking Van Gogh and cut your ear off and shit. Like, I'm not saying all that. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, how far are we willing to go? And also, I'm not even going, like, super far when I'm talking to these people. I'm literally just at the tip of the iceberg of, like, you're just not making as much money, but, like, you're so comfortable. And they still won't, like, they're not down. You know what I mean? So, like, how far on the iceberg are you willing to go? Because a lot of people aren't even down to fucking be at the tip. You know, a lot of people aren't even down with the tip of it. So, I don't know. You know? So, like, how far are you willing to go? I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying that I would start fucking drawing with my blood, but maybe I would. You know what I mean? If I'm locked up in that white box long enough, bitch, without any art supplies, I probably would. You know, I probably would go fucking full cuckoo bananas, bitch, and I would start drawing with my period blood. You know what I mean? Like, I probably would. You know. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I just like to think about things like, I don't know. I guess it's psychological. I don't know. I like to pick at people's brains. I just like to pick at people's brains. That's all it is. I'm not even trying to get to a conclusion. It's just like, I just like picking at people's brains. I just want to know what's going on up in there, you know? I don't know. Good night, Tatiana. Good night, my love. Ooh, period, baby. I'd have an animal rescue, either domestic or exotic. I love taking care of animals, period, my love. What about if you don't feel like you have a passion enough to pursue something? I feel like everybody finds their thing at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I think I talked about this in a different light, but I don't think you were in it. But, some people don't find that true passion or that true purpose or that true whatever until way later on in life, and everybody finds it at different times. You know what I mean? Like, some people are lucky as fuck and they find that shit at 8 years old, and some people are less lucky but still lucky because they still ended up finding it at the end of the day, but they end up finding it like at 50, or they end up finding it like at 80 or whatever. And some of my favorite examples of this, And one of my favorite examples of this, actually, is the old woman that is in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, in the episode where Charlie is doing like a fucking play or some shit. This old woman has this role in It's Always Sunny, and that ended up like becoming like a kind of like a goose hunt or whatever the fuck, and like figuring out who this old woman was. And what they found out is that this old woman started acting like at the age of 90 or some shit. Like she started acting like at the age of like 90, 91, and she ended up being in like a handful of like projects and stuff before her passing when she was like 97, 98 or something like that. So it's like, and she obviously did other things, you know what I mean? I don't know what the other things are that she did, but obviously she did other things. So it's just like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it all happens at some point, you know? Like, people got to stop thinking like everything is on a time clock, because it's not on a time, like, it's not on a ticking time bomb. Because also, you have to remember that at the end of the day, like, even the passions that were passions a moment ago and they're not passions anymore, even those passions still matter. You know what I mean? They still do matter at the end of the day. You did have a passion at one point in something, and now you maybe don't have that passion in nothing anymore. Now you're looking for a new passion. But it's just like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't, it takes time. I feel like it takes time. And I feel like everybody does end up finding their thing at some point, you know? It may not happen right away for some, but it's just, I just know it happens at some point. Everybody does it at some point, you know? And like, and the reason I know this, and this is actually a conversation that I have with my dad constantly, because my dad is always like, why am I here? You know what I mean? Like, he's always having that type of crisis or whatever. And I always tell him, I'm like, Dad, like, I understand that you feel like you haven't accomplished anything. I understand that you feel like you haven't done anything. But, like, you've done things that people dream of being able to do. Like, Dad, I understand that you were only famous for, like, 2 or 3 years or whatever, or, like, 4 years or some shit. And I understand that you were only, like, financially wealthy for, like, 2 or 3 of those or whatever. But you still got to experience it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you still got to experience it for that amount of time. And there's some people that can only dream of experience that shit once. And you got to experience it for like 3 years straight. And I understand that it came to an end. And I understand that like it stopped. And I understand that like that's not a part of your life anymore. But you can't sit here and tell me that you haven't accomplished anything when you've accomplished so much in comparison to those that have yet to accomplish what you've accomplished. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand that, like, you know, he hasn't accomplished certain dreams that he has or whatever, but I feel like he's accomplished them on like smaller scales. And it's just like, and I understand that sucks at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, you want things to be done to fullest capacity that they can be done. And obviously I want that, and I want that for him. And, you know, one of these days, hopefully, I don't know, girl, but he's getting older, and I don't fucking know, but I don't know, whatever. But you know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know, I just try to tell him that it's like, I understand that you haven't done like the main things that you wish to have done, but the things that you have done, I feel like, are very important to remember, and I feel like we shouldn't brush over them, you know? I just feel like we shouldn't brush over the accomplishments that you do have. While I do understand you don't have the ones that you desire, I just feel like it's not right to brush over the ones that you have accomplished, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Because it's like, I also use myself as an example, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still young, but it's like, I technically, in society at least, I haven't accomplished shit. I haven't accomplished shit in society standards. You know what I mean? I literally have not accomplished anything in society standards. But the thing is that I don't view myself in society standards. I view myself in my standards and in the standards of like what makes sense to me. You know what I mean? And so it's like, while I understand that in society I am a fucking loser, to me I'm not. Like, I literally have, like, dude, like, I've had sponsorships under my belt, and like big ones too. Like, I got sponsored by Cheech and Chong, bro, and I'm a stoner, and I got sponsored by Cheech and Chong twice. Granted, I only worked with them once because I forgot to do the second video for the second thing that they sponsored me for, and now they're probably never going to sponsor me again. But I still got sponsored twice by Cheech and Chong. And I also got sponsored by Teddy Blake. And I've also been sponsored by Shein a bunch. And I've been sponsored by Romley a bunch. And I've been sponsored by Cider before in the past. And Bloom Chic and Cup She. And like, you know, all these brands that and even Fashion Nova. And, you know, and like I wished for shit like that. Like I literally dreamed of shit like that when I was a teenager. Or even younger, actually, when I was a tween. So it's like, it's crazy to think that I've been able to accomplish those things, but again, in society, that's seen as nothing. But to me, it's seen as something huge, you know? And then not only that, but like, I've also been able to make a community that listens to me talk. And like, that's big, because like, nobody likes to listen to me talk in my real life. So it's nice having somewhere where I can just talk and yap and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, just talk. And I understand that I'm in the background a lot of the time, and I understand that you guys aren't like giving me your full undivided attention a lot of the time. But I still appreciate being able to just have, I guess, like an outlet to be able to just speak. And every once in a while, I'll do get a couple responses back, and people will, you know, tell me things back. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I've accomplished a lot of things in the sense of just like, I mean, bitch, I wanted to kill myself when I was 8. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I even attempted when I was 8. So it's just like, so it's like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like I've come a very long way. And I'm very proud of where I've come. And I feel like I've accomplished a lot. And I mean, while I understand that it may not seem like a lot, and I understand that I don't have good credit, and I don't have a car, and I don't have an apartment, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, you know. I fixed the relationship. I'm fixing the relationship with my father. My mom is another story. You know, I fixed the relationship with myself, with my body, with my image. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've accomplished a lot of things for me and for myself. And while I understand that those accomplishments may not seem like a lot to other people, or may not seem like a lot to society, it doesn't diminish them to me, you know? Because at the end of the day, I love my body. And at the end of the day, I love me. You know, like, I love me. You know, I really do, you know. I really do. And it's just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yes, exactly. Like moms do when nothing is in the kitchen. I didn't understand your comment at first. I was like, I don't understand what they're talking about. I don't know what they're referring to. Now I understand what you're referring to. You're referring to when I said random ass ingredients and being able to make something out of it. Yes, exactly. Like the way moms do. Exactly. Man's desire is the root of suffering, but to desire is to be human to a degree. Like, I truly believe some monks have desires still. True. I mean, if you think about it, their desire is to not have desires. You know what I mean? Right? At the end of the day, I feel like their desire is to not have desires in their mind, right? Like, at the end, right? Like, isn't it kind of like a weird little circle like that, right? And like the desire to like not need shit, you know? You know? I feel like that's probably what it is, right? For monks. Like, if they were to have a desire, if they do have desires, I would assume it would be the desire to not desire things, right? At least at first, right? And then you would have to learn how to not desire that, but still somehow live it. And I think that that's where the complicated part is, you know? Those accomplishments may not matter to society, but as long as it matters to you, that's important. Yep. So many people in society can fulfill the accomplishments expected by society, but still be miserable. Exactly, no. Exactly, baby. Yes, exactly. Stuff matters because it matters to the individual. Yes, exactly. Cheers, y'all. I'm a fucking... Cheers. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna watch that video. Okay. Cheers. Oh, that shit is clogged. Someone is playing their tuba or some shit. Take me back to high school. Yeah, that's a tuba. Or no, is that a trumpet? I think that might be a tuba. This is completely off topic. Like, completely off topic. Like, so fully off topic. But, I don't know about others, but at least in my experience, okay, in my experience, I don't think, I mean, I guess they all love different, like, I guess all disorder loves differently, but for lack of a better, like, way to say it, there's no love like bipolar love. And I'll explain. I'll explain. Yeah, I think it's a tuba. Not this week, my love, but last Sunday, I did buy myself some weed. Last Sunday, I bought myself some weed. I'm hoping this weed lasts me for at least another week. Oh, please. For at least another week. If I'm pushing it, 2 weeks, but I don't know if it's gonna last 2 weeks. But if I'm pushing it, hopefully 2 weeks. Good night, my love. Cause like, the reason I say that, it's like, I'm not talking about like toxic bipolar love. Like, I'm not talking about that specifically. I'm more talking about like like paying attention to the details, I guess, side of bipolar, if that makes sense. Like the way that someone with bipolar notices minute details or small details, or can remember small details or minute details, I feel like can honestly make or break a relationship at the end of the day. Like, it can really break it, but sometimes it can really make it, you know? Especially if they're like medicated and going to therapy and stuff, and like, you know, learning how to regulate their emotions and things, and it's like, and it's only like their ability to be able to like analyze that kind of comes out or whatever, you know, and it not like the other, you know, not like the other traits that I guess scare people away or whatever. But but that doesn't mean that they don't still have their moments. Everybody still has their moments. Nobody is perfect, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we still have our disorder. Just because we are on medication and just because we go to therapy doesn't mean we don't still have our fucking disorder, you know what I mean? So it's like, come the fuck on. Like, have some fucking grace for these people, Jesus Christ. but it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, the reason I'm bringing this up, the reason this is even in my fucking head, the reason I'm having this conversation right now is because I haven't been able to be met where I'm meeting someone romantically because I feel like I use my bipolar abilities a little bit too much, and it's like, it just makes it uneven. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it makes the relationship uneven somehow, you know? Because it's like I'm more hyper aware than like a normal person, so it's always gonna feel uneven in like reciprocation and stuff like that, because it's like I'm hyper aware of shit, you know? Because like at the end of the day, bitch, trauma and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can feel the change in the room, you know? Like, and apparently not everybody can do that. Can you believe that? Not everybody can do that. And I'm not even talking about like neurodivergent. I'm just talking about like in general. Like, I'm talking about like in general. Not everybody can do that. Like, not everybody can read a room, girl. Like, and like, I'm talking about like, I don't know, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody can feel the shift in their partner. Not everybody can like, not everybody has that ability. Like, it's just on some real shit. Like, not everybody has that fucking ability. So I feel like it makes it very like unbalanced in relationships when one person has bipolar and the other person doesn't, because it's like the person with bipolar is just so hyper fucking aware that it makes them more like, I guess, not available, but you know what I mean? Like I'll be able to clock my partner being in a bad mood, you know what I mean, before they even realize they're in a bad mood, you know? And then that in turn makes it uneven, because now I can do the steps necessary to get them out of that bad mood quicker and sooner than if it were the other way around. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they would have to wait for like a very clear sign that I'm in a bad mood for them to understand that I'm in a bad mood. But me, it's like I can just tell in the shift, you know? And the thing is that it makes it so unbelievably uneven, because then the partner gets defensive at a certain point, like after a while, bitch. They start getting defensive because it's like, how dare this bitch fucking read me like a book? So then they start denying, and then it makes issues in the relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Like, you're just reading into things that are not real or whatever, using your bipolar against you, essentially, and being like, you're just reading into shit. And it's like, but you know you're not reading into shit because you understand the damn pattern. You're like, I've seen this pattern for 4 years straight. Like, I know this pattern. Like, like, you're not gonna up and tell me that this pattern is different now when, like, I know for a fact that this pattern is the way that it is. You know what I mean? Like, hello? So, you know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, like, so he's like, I don't know. Because I've definitely, like, when I was a teenager, I was really bad at it. Like, I wasn't open up. Like, I wasn't really open about the emotion that I was having in that moment. Like, in that very specific moment. And that's really, really bad. I used to do, but the thing is that because I had an idea that I could be bipolar, because this is back when I was a teenager. I didn't know if I was or not, but I just had an idea that I could be. I did the thing where you walk away from the situation and you go take a breather. But I had a partner and even family members, bro, that don't understand that and that follow and try to, like, fix the situation right then and there. And at the time, what I used to do is I would walk away, and it would anger me when people would follow me, because it's like I just needed time to cool down to be able to then have a civil conversation. But people never want to have that civil conversation. They want to keep poking the goddamn bear. So there they are, poking the goddamn bear when the bear does not want to be poked anymore. But yeah, so yeah, girl. But now I feel like I've definitely gotten better. Like I feel like now I make it very clear in the moment when the emotion that I'm feeling is the emotion that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, or like, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Like I feel like I'm a little bit more open and clear and like transparent about it than when I once was when I was a teenager. But yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. But it's just like, but I feel like the common thing is to not be transparent. And I just don't understand when adults aren't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand when, like, I was a teenager, we're teenagers, like, teenagers, we're not going to be transparent. Why would we? We're teenagers. But, like, now we're grown-ass adults. We should be as transparent as possible, especially with our partner. Like, hello? Like, we should let them know when we're aggravated. We should let them know, you know what I mean? Or we should also be able to just know. Like, that's another thing. Like, I feel like we should be able to just know as well. Especially, like, if we've been with them for a long time and we've seen them aggravated a couple of times. I feel like we should be able to, you know, see the pattern, know the signs, know what it is that, like, you know. Like, how do you not know that I'm getting annoyed? You know? Like, how can you not tell that I'm getting annoyed? Like, it's just like, we've been together for 3 years. Like, how can you not tell that I'm getting annoyed? Like, how can you not, like... I don't know. But then again, I don't know. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, maybe homeboy was neuro. Like, maybe he was neuro. Like, I don't know. Like, we never know. Because, I mean, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't diagnosed. And technically, he's not diagnosed either. I mean, he never got checked for anything. You know what I mean? He was, you know what I mean? Like, he never got checked for anything mental or anything like that. So, it's like, you understand what I'm saying? So, like, for all I know, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He could have fucking had OCD for all I fucking know. So it's just like, I literally don't know. Like, I don't know. Every human being, I feel like, has some, you know, or like ADHD or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, maybe he just couldn't pay attention to things. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just wish I had the answers. Because the thing is that it's like, again, I'm not saying that, like, me getting my bipolar diagnosis excuses shit, because it does not excuse shit, but it explains shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it explains things. Like, it doesn't excuse things. It doesn't excuse things. But it explains things. You know what I mean? Like, it explains it. So it's just like, I just wish I knew what was wrong with everybody. And I hate to say the word wrong. I don't mean wrong. I just mean wrong because, like, I used to say that about my, like, I just wanted to know what was wrong with me. You know what I mean? But I don't mean, like, wrong like that. But I just wish I knew what was different about everybody, like, mentally. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what, you know? Like, you got dyslexia? You colorblind? I don't fucking know. I don't know, you know what I mean? Do you have a audio processing issue that we don't know about somehow? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't think there's, like, a single person that's, like, blank slate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a single human being out here. Like, there's no way. Like, I mean, maybe. I mean, there has to be, obviously, right? Like, in the possibilities of things, obviously, there always has to be at least one, right? So I guess there is probably at least one. But it's just, like, but that's just so crazy. Like, I don't, like, okay, there's not many people that are, like, blank slate. Let's be so fucking for real right now. There's no way that there's many people that are out here that are blank fucking slate, where it's like, I'm talking 0 mental disorders, no fucking trauma, no fucking learning disability to any capacity of the word, no fucking, like, processing, like, nothing, like, blind, like, nothing, girl. Like, I'm talking, they got the 20/20 vision, they got the fucking perfect hearing. Like, I don't think there's a single fucking human being that's out there that's like that. So I just wish I knew everything about it, because then it would explain things, because then you would be like, okay, why does this person never listen to me? Oh my god, bitch, they can't hear, but we don't know that they can't hear. But it's not even like we don't know because they're not telling. It's more like they themselves don't know. Because you know what I mean? Because I didn't know I was bipolar for many years. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I wish we could figure out what was going on a little bit earlier. Like, you know, to, like, I don't know, to, like, make things make sense. You know? Or I wish people would like announce it later on in life to then make it make sense to other people, because then they'll like think back to like certain situations where they're like, that bitch fucking ignored me, and they're like, oh my god, no, she didn't fucking ignore me, she just couldn't fucking hear. But we didn't know. Like, I didn't know, she didn't know, neither of us knew at the time, you know? And like, you know what I mean? But like, now we know, and I feel like I should know too, because like now it like, you know what I mean? It could change the idea of that I have. Like, I thought you were ignoring me. I thought you would always ignore me, but now I'm starting to realize, no, you're not ignoring me. You just couldn't hear. Or it's like, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Or like, why is this bitch like always like getting annoyed with like the way that like I fucking I make the pancakes or some shit? Or like, why are they always annoyed with like how it is that I put away their laundry or whatever? And it's like, but because both of you don't know that the person has OCD. And so it would just be so nice that like when the person does finally figure it out, if they do ever end up figuring it out, which is also a whole other conversation, and it's so heartbreaking when people don't get to figure out what's going on. But if they do end up figuring it out, it's just like, I just wish people would like, I don't know, you know what I mean? We're like doing like a little bit of an announcement, because it's just like, I just feel like it would save so many perceptions. It would end up saving so many, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like people would, like, I don't know, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, oh my god, she had OCD, no wonder. She wasn't being picky or being weird or being whatever. She had fucking OCD. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I just feel like there would be so much more empathy if people were more open about shit like that. I don't know. But I understand why people would want to keep it private. I understand why people would want to keep it private, and it's 100,000% their right to keep it private. You do not have to let anybody know what the fuck is going on with you. You don't, like, you don't. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to let anybody know. But it's just, but I'm just saying that, like, if I could find out somehow, even if it was just, like, through word of mouth, even if it was just through, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I was talking to what's-her-face, and, like, did you know? You know what I mean? Like, even if it could just be something like that, I feel like it could, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Especially with bipolar. Because I would be like, oh, that makes sense. She had a long-ass shift, okay? She had a long-ass shift. She went to go shower and the water came out cold. She fucking, you know what I mean? Like, her food came out wrong, you know, and all she asked is for you to do this one thing, and you did it incorrectly. I asked him to make me a root beer float, and he made it wrong in my eyes. And I blow the fuck up. And I understand that it's wrong to blow the fuck up. I'm not saying that it's okay that I blew the fuck up. I'm not saying that it's okay that I crashed out. But I'm just saying it explains the crash out now. Because it's like, oh, the bitch is bipolar. Her cup was runneth over. Unlike regular her human being who has cup at very bottom and slowly fill up throughout day, she has cup already to tippy top when wake up. And therefore it overflow after the minorest thing, you know what I mean? Because that's what bipolar is, you know? Everybody wakes up with an empty cup. Everybody wakes up with an empty cup. My cup is 85% full already when I wake up. It's already 85% full when I wake up. Already. Okay? So every fucking inconvenience, it's just, it's a fucking waterfall into my goddamn cup that is already about to runneth over. And so, yeah, there comes a point where it runneth over, okay? And it doesn't happen every single day. It doesn't happen every single fucking second. It doesn't happen, da 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 da. But there are moments where it happens and it runneth over. And I just feel like if people knew that I was bipolar from the get-go, like if I could fucking like tattoo it or some shit, like I feel like if people knew from the get-go, it would just like make things make sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? It would just make things make sense, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. Because then you'd be like, ew. You know what I mean? Be like, ew. Okay. Or it's like same thing with ADHD, same thing with that. Where it's like, why could he never just like sit down and talk to me and look me in the eye? And then it's like finally like we figure out that homeboy had fucking ADHD. He figures it out. And then it's like, oh, that's why. I'm not excusing it. I'm not saying that it was okay, but I'm just saying that makes sense now. And also, homeboy didn't know. So like, can I really hold it against him? He didn't fucking know. He was fighting an entity he had no idea was inside of him. Okay? I was fighting an entity I had no idea was inside of me for the longest fucking time. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. Like, now I know it's there. Okay? So now I can control it. Fuck. But like, I didn't know it was there at first. I thought everybody had that shit. I didn't understand why people were crashing out the way I was crashing out. I was like, there are things to crash out about. Like, what the fuck? Like, there are things to get angry about. Like, why are you not angry? But yeah, no. Or like, why are you not crying? Or like, why are you not laughing the way that I'm laughing? Like, why do I find this funnier than you do? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but bitch, bipolar. Bipolar. Why do I have a smaller capacity for things? Why do I have a shorter patience? Like, why, you know what I mean? Why is it difficult for me to sleep at night? Why do I go through moments where I spend all my money? Why do I go through moments where I don't? Why do I go through moments where I'm super happy? Why do I go through moments where I'm super depressed? You know? And now it's finally all explained. Like, I'm like, oh, like, duh. Duh. Because of that. Duh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that everybody got something. And I just wish we could know what everybody got. Because everybody got something. So I just wish we knew what everybody had. Okay? I just wish we knew what everybody had. And I'm not even, like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wish we knew. I just wish we knew. I don't know. And I wish the people knew what they had specifically. Like, I wish they get to know what, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we should know what is up with ourselves and with our body. Like, I feel like that is knowledge that we should be entitled to. So it's just like, it seems so fucked up how we have to pay fucking hundreds of dollars to be able to figure something out about ourselves. About me. I feel like this knowledge should be free. It's the knowledge of me. Like, hello? How is there a paywall on the knowledge of moi? Like, how is there a paywall on the knowledge of moi, bitch? What? How does that make sense to you? How does that make sense? Like, that is so crazy. Like, I should be able to know if I have bipolar, OCD, fucking dyslexia, fucking colorblind, fucking astigmatism, fucking hard of hearing, all of that shit. Like, I should be able to know all of that shit free of charge. Like, it's me. Like, it's the knowledge of more, like, it's the knowledge of me. It's my brain knowledge. But I'm letting you get to that brain. I don't give a fuck. It's still my brain. It's still mine. Like, me. It's like, I don't care that you're technically the one giving me the answer, like helping me get to the answer or whatever. Like, there shouldn't be a paywall for that. It should be on some Yoda shit. You know what I mean? Obi-Wan Kenobi, whatever the fuck. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, it should be on some Jedi shit. Like, you just get taught. You know what I mean? Like, like, I should just know. Like, I should just know if I have, like, you know what I mean? Like, I should not have to get through a paywall. Like, that is so crazy that I have to get through a paywall. And then certain diagnoses are certain paywalls. You're telling me, girl, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the ADHD fucking test or quiz or whatever the fuck it is that they do to you in that damn room, the assessment, the ADHD assessment that they do to you, if I'm not mistaken, it's like $4,000. Girl, $4,000? What? To know something about myself? Like, Girl, that is so... And they say capitalism isn't, like, out of fucking hand. No, bitch, that is out of fucking hand. Like, if you think about it, like, in a spiritual sense, like, in a spirituality type of sense, like, that is out of fucking hand. That is out of fucking... Like, you are literally putting a paywall on my brain. You're putting a paywall on my brain. I have to pay that paywall to learn something about my own personal brain and how it affects me personally. I gotta go through a paywall. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You just have to assume the best, have a positive mindset. We can't know everything, but we control how we think about things. True. Who the hell is that? I don't even know who that is. Who the fuck is that? Screen cap it. The screen cap it? Oh, didn't even do it. Did it even do it? I'll just look them up over here because I don't even know if it screen kept it. What is her name? I don't know who this is, and he's not popping up on YouTube, so I have no idea who the hell that is. And they're not popping up on YouTube. I have no idea who that is. I don't know why you're telling me to be careful. Like if I'm gonna be with a influencer anytime soon, but any plans for tomorrow? Yes, but I'm not gonna say them because I don't know if they're gonna happen and I don't want to jinx myself. So but yes. Hella playing that motherfucking tuba. Hella playing that motherfucking tuba. Boom, 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 boom. One more hit. Ah. Is this the one that baby likes? Yeah. Did he just make it like? I don't know how people make it bigger. I think this is running out of fucking juice. I kept forgetting to say cheers. I am so sorry. I was just greedy tonight. I was just greedy with my smoke tonight. I'm sorry. Oh, I can show y'all this. Okay, hold up. Where the fuck is it? Okay, hold up. I need a, let me take this out. Let me take that out. Let me take those out too. Let me take off. Okay. Look how cute. Hold on. Look how cute. I got it from, what is it called? Hello? I got it from, what is it called? Unjust Jewelry. I got it from Unjust Jewelry. It's this cute little clear wallet of a little Macintosh laptop. It is super cute. Hold on, let me show you on the thingy. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Look how cute. It's a little Macintosh laptop. It's super cute. And then you put your stuff in there. I took my stuff out so then I don't fucking dawn myself on my shit. But look how cute. They had other colors, but I got orange. Okay. And then another thing I got was this super cute Fierro Arrow, whatever the fuck. Little perfume roll-on thing. Look how cute. And it smells exactly like you would expect, girl. It smells like soft soap fucking... It smells like soft soap. It smells really good. I like it. It smells clean, fresh. But yeah. Super cute. Those are the two things I got. I think this... I found a really cheap listing because he had like 5 listings of the same fucking thing. I think he did that on accident, but peace and love, I took advantage. So, I think I got this for like 11 bucks. So I got this for like $11, I think. And then I got this for 15, I want to say. Question mark? Maybe less? Probably less. But yeah, got these two. Super cute. Super cute. And girl, no, the funny thing is, they arrived, apparently. They apparently, bitch, arrived on, Wednesday. Girl, I did not retrieve these shits until fucking Saturday. Or Friday? Either Friday or Saturday. I forget. I think it was Saturday. I think it was yesterday. No. Yes, no. Yes. Yes! Saturday. It was Saturday. It's fucking Saturday, bitch. Can you believe that? I literally had no idea that it had been delivered. And you might be like, oh, like, that's fine. Like, someone probably put it in. No. Nobody put it in the house. Nobody put my package in the house because nobody saw my package. So, nobody put my package in the house because nobody saw my package. So, my package was still very much outside. Yesterday. My package was still very much outside yesterday, bitch. And it got delivered on Tuesday. And I just didn't know. I didn't get an email. I never got the email notification telling me that my shit was delivered. So I just, you know what I mean? I just assumed that shit wasn't here yet. And then something just made me check, like, oh, I feel like that shit should be here already. Yeah, girl, it came on Tuesday. And yeah, my package ended up being outside in a potted plant. It was outside in a potted plant for Tuesday. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. So 5 days, right? 4 days? 5 days? Insanity, girl. Insanity. Ooh. Yeah. Insanity. Insanity. Oh. I know, I fell asleep that day. That happened recently. I fell asleep. I got tired. What can I say? I fell asleep. I think I took a solid like 45 to an hour long nap. I forget. I think it was like 45 minutes to an hour. But yeah. I was slumped. I slept. Ooh. Sleep time. But yeah. Oh! Also, look at the cool box that the wallet came in. And then look, hold up. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. Hold up. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? It's super low. But it does the Macintosh sound. It does the boom. Like it does the little like turning on the laptop sound. It does the original sound that it did back in the day. Back in the day. Thank you. It's a dress thingy. It's like a sleep dress. But yeah. Yeah, yo. Oh. That's all I really got for y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what else to talk about. I don't really have much else to talk about. Nothing else is really going on in the life, in the world, in me. Nothing's really going on with my existence. But hey, maybe that will change. So, we shall see. We shall see. But, yeah. Any hoozles. I'm gonna go. I feel like I've talked your ear off enough. So, I'm gonna go. But, I love you guys, and ooh, I'm probably gonna go sleepy time, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I love you, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Let's hope, bitch. I don't know. I'll see if I'm in the mood. I don't know. Like I said in the beginning of this live, I'm low-key going through it right now, so we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, I love you, and I will see you later. Okay? Bye. Love you. Adios. Goodbye. Goodbye. I leave, I go. I say au revoir. I say auf Wiedersehen. I say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye.